My name is Cheems. This is my 4,000th cycle. To commemorate this somewhat special day, I have decided to celebrate properly.
Welcome. What can I get for you?
A glass of whiskey.
All right.
Dad tells you, just wait a little longer and you'll see Mom.
Hello.
What's up?
Could you come down for a moment? I have something I want to talk to you about.
What's the matter?
Move a little to the left.
What comes next?
Next.
Wait! What are you doing? Let's talk this through calmly.
Thank you. It's another beautiful day. Over.
Put down your weapon. Surrender immediately.
What if I don't?
Then,
Then we will have to shoot.
Officer Luke, he is dangerous. Step back.
Don't worry, I'll talk to him. When I came, I checked your file. Your name is Cheems, 19 years old. No criminal record in the past. You've been drifting in society without a proper job since you graduated from school last year. A week ago, you received an unknown sponsorship and bought a house and a car in the city center. Regardless of where the money came from, logically, someone who just bought a car and a house should not be retaliating against society. However, starting from this morning when you killed the first person at the seaside bar, you have killed more than 30 people in various parts of the city in just one day, and the method was very skilled, not something a person without any criminal experience could do. Why did you do this?
Well, I just wanted some excitement.
Excitement? Is killing an exciting thing?
This is the 12th time you've asked me this question, officer. For your sake, I've been law-abiding for hundreds of times, only preparing for some excitement on the 4,000th anniversary, and this time I didn't kill any good people. I targeted gang leaders and criminals, just somewhere hidden deep. You guys didn't investigate them out.
Wait, have we met before? I don't recognize you.
I know, so stop talking nonsense and shoot.
You think I'm afraid to shoot?
I know you're willing to shoot. Go ahead. Goodbye, officer.
The suspect has been confirmed dead. Time of death, 22:14.
Clean up the scene and let's pack up.
Yes, sir.
This is the 12th time you've asked me this question, officer.
What was the situation with this person?
4001. My life became like this, starting from today. Or rather, It was 4,001 days ago today. Time has passed too long. I can hardly remember what happened during the first loop. But in my memory, it was a very ordinary day when nothing happened. It's another boring day. It was during the second time that I realized something was off. Huh? Isn't today the 15th? But at that time, I didn't pay much attention, just thinking I had the date wrong. I spent another day doing nothing. That night, I couldn't sleep, so I stayed on the couch scrolling through my phone. But after midnight, I suddenly teleported to the bed. At this moment, I finally realized that time was looping. An inexplicable fear rose in my heart. To confirm that I wasn't losing my mind, for the next 7 days, I stayed at home almost all day, waiting for the arrival of midnight. But no matter what I was doing at that time, as soon as the time arrives, the loop will start immediately. Finally, on the 9th loop, I decided to leave this place. I first tried to leave the city. I bought a plane ticket to the North Pole. By the time it was 11 o'clock in that loop, I was already thousands of kilometers away from where I lived, but it still failed. I tried running to various parts of the world, but every time the result was the same as before. Finally, when neither distance nor number of loops could end the cycle, there was only one option left: death. I originally thought I didn't have the courage to make this choice, but the constant looping did make me feel mentally collapsing. On that rooftop, I hardly thought twice, just leapt off without hesitation, and found myself back in my bed. After that, I tried various methods of dying, but the outcome was always the same. So I began to read various literary works related to loops, trying to find inspiration from them. But almost all the solutions to the loops in these works had a so-called main plot, such as saving someone or completing something. But in my dozens of loops, nothing peculiar happened at all. It was as if I was trapped in a maze with no exits, no goals, and no way out. I began to sink into depression, lying in bed every day, staring blankly at the ceiling, praying that the loop would end next time. But the loop continued daily. And so, when the 100th loop arrived, I suddenly realized that I would be trapped in an infinite loop all by myself, never to break free. Has it been that long already? I was really fragile back then. I've made the officer sad again. Forget it, he won't remember anyway. So, today is a day off. Let's relax well. In the loops that followed, many things happened. Although the world didn't change at all, I underwent a tremendous transformation. I did indeed despair of the loop back then. But now, I think, there is no better life than this. Because now, I have a job. A job that only I can do. Oops, I've gone overboard. It's already the 4005th loop. Never mind, let's focus, it's time to start working. Let me think. I tried the gentle approach last time, so this time I'll try the hard way. The mission is at the seaside. The nearest gun pickup point. Oh. I'll have to trouble him again. My job comes in many varieties. Sometimes it's very safe, but other times it's extremely dangerous. Therefore, firearms are an indispensable tool. In this city, obtaining a gun requires a license, and by the time the license is processed, the loop is almost over. So, each loop, if I need to get a gun, the best way is to rob. In this city, I have a total of 19 methods to acquire guns. They are scattered in different places, at different times. As long as the time and place are correct, I can reliably get my hands on firearms. This small seaside bar is one of them. Although these two people appear to be father and daughter, the father is actually a human trafficker, and he's here today to meet with the girl's family to collect a ransom. This incident is quite interesting and intricate, and I once knighted his hands more than a dozen times in a row. However, I also found the best way to deal with him is to kill him right at the beginning.
Welcome. What can I get for you?
A glass of whiskey.
All right.
Dad tells you, just wait a little longer and you'll see Mom.
Hello.
What's up?
Could you come down for a moment? I have something I want to talk to you about.
What's the matter?
Move a little to the left.
What comes next?
Next.
Wait!
What? What the?
Are you that Jack?
Ah?
We haven't seen each other for many years. Let's go out and talk?
You.
Let's go out and talk, please.
All right. How is this possible? This is a looping world. Looping means that all people and things in this world remain unchanged. In every loop of the past year, there would only be 4 people in this bar at this time. The owner, the human trafficker, the little girl, and 1 customer. Who on earth is she?
Sorry for stopping you just now. Actually, I don't know your name. I just made one up on the spot to get you out here.
Ah. It's okay.
My name is Lucy. What's yours?
Cheems.
I have never seen you before.
Never seen me? Why emphasize that you've never seen me before? Haven't seen you either.
What did you want with that man just now?
It's just... How should I explain this? Should I tell you that I can loop through time?
Do you know something about him?
He's a human trafficker?
You know too! As I thought, it's not unchanging after all. Following this direction, it really could be.
Unchanging? What are you talking about?
I know you probably won't believe what I'm about to say. But everything I'm going to tell you is the truth. Please believe me.
Could it be that?
Actually,
No way.
I'm caught in a time loop.
Miss, your steak.
Oh, thank you. Is this really okay? Coming to such an upscale restaurant. It must be expensive, right?
You haven't gotten used to your looper status yet. For us, the concept of money doesn't exist anymore. After all, we can just make clone calls and use credit cards to get whatever we want.
Seems like it is.
There's no need to whisper so low. No one will pay us any mind, and even if they do, it doesn't matter because they'll forget everything by the next day. So you might as well be a bit bolder.
Oh, I'm just a bit overwhelmed. Cheems. Are you really caught in a loop too?
You said you're caught in a loop. What does that mean?
The story begins 5 days ago. Or rather, 5 loops ago. That morning, after waking up, I went for a walk by the seaside and felt hungry halfway through. So I randomly picked a restaurant to order some snacks. Just as I finished ordering and sat for a while.
Everyone stay where you are.
Suddenly, that man pulled out a gun and pointed it at us, ordering us all to sit in a row without moving. The owner, another customer, and I were all terrified, but for some reason, the little girl calmly followed his instructions. The man blindfolded us, so I couldn't see what was happening outside. But I heard sirens and a lot of voices, so the police must have arrived. They argued for a while, and the gist was that he was originally a human trafficker, but now he had changed his mind and instead of selling people, he wanted the girl's father to bring him money and for the police to prepare a getaway vehicle. After a while, the father must have arrived. But, soon after, I heard a gunshot, followed by more gunfire. Then many police rushed in here.
Are you okay?
Just as I thought we were saved. A bomb suddenly exploded. When I came to again, I found myself in my bed at home. At first, I thought it was just a dream, but everything that just happened was too real. So that morning, I couldn't help but go to the restaurant to take a look. And found that they were all sitting there. Although I haven't figured out what's going on yet, I immediately realized that what happened before couldn't possibly be a dream. So I left there right away and was about to call the police. Hello, I'm at the restaurant on Seaside Road. There's a human trafficker preparing to. For some reason, that man suddenly appeared behind me and then tied me up inside again. It was the same as the previous loop. The third time, I finally realized that I must have been caught in a time loop. So this time, after I made sure from a distance that they were inside the restaurant, I left there directly and called the police from afar. I told the police about the human trafficker's characteristics and the information about the bomb in the rest. After that, I went straight back home without any accidents. However, the explosion still happened. I saw on the news that day that a total of 16 people, including the police, were killed in the explosion. I spent the rest of the time with a heavy heart. But after midnight, I suddenly found myself teleported to the bed. Now I finally realized that if I don't resolve this crisis, I'm afraid I will keep looping. In the following loops, I tried to bring weapons and take the opportunity to ambush him. But his reaction was very fast, and I was no match for him at all. Later, I pretended to chat to see if I could get some information out of him. He was surprisingly talkative at first, and I couldn't tell that he was a ruthless criminal. But for some reason, in a certain moment, he suddenly seemed to change and tied us all up again, repeating the previous plot. I've tried to warn loudly about the bomb in the restaurant during the time between his death and the police just coming in, but the timing is always a bit off. I've also tried to quietly tell the owner and another customer to leave first, but he is very alert, and it still failed in the end. Then it came to this time. Because I couldn't think of any good method for a while, I decided to observe from a distance. And then I met you.
That's it, I probably understand.
So do you believe what I'm saying? I know my words might sound a bit fantastical, but you're the only variable in these loops, and I don't know why you're in the loop, but if we join forces, we can definitely solve this crisis. And as long as we resolve this crisis, we should be able to escape the loop. As long as you're willing to help me.
I believe you, Lucy.
Really?
However, I think solving this crisis has nothing to do with escaping loop.
Why?
The time is 9:57. There's still time.
Wait, he has a gun. It's very dangerous. If you want to do something, you can tell me in advance, and I can cooperate with you.
Thank you for thinking of me, but it's really okay. Because he doesn't yet know he has a gun on him.
What?
Sorry, could you do me another favor? I've finished talking with her.
What's the matter again? Do I have to come down?
Yes, it's easier to talk down here.
So, what's this all about?
Lucy. Watch closely. First, kick his lower limbs. His
Wait,
gun is on the right.
what are you
Don't
doing?
grab the wrong one. Once you have the gun,
Let's talk this through calmly.
make sure not to go easy on him. Boss, after we leave, you can call the police. Remember to tell them there's a bomb in the store.
Where is this?
Let's go.
What? What exactly is going on?
We'll talk about it later. Lucy, the police will arrive at the scene in 3 minutes and 24 seconds after we leave here. So before that, we need to take care of the nearby cameras first. Then in this place, there will also be a homeless man who has seen everything. You didn't see anything, understand?
I didn't see anything.
Remember to give him just 1,000. If we give him too much, he might spend it extravagantly, which could lead the police to suspect him, and then they might track us down between 9 and 10 p.m. Taking care of these two will basically ensure our safety, but avoid wandering around here today, or we might be recognized by the boss. So, if you think the way to escape the loop is by resolving this crisis, then this should be the standard answer.
How? How did I know all this?
Because I'm just like you. Also looping.
Cheems. Are you really caught in a loop too?
This is already the 5th time you've asked me this question today. I think there's no need to ask again.
Sorry, I just feel it's unbelievable that there are people trapped in the same cycle as me.
The one who should be incredulous is me. To be honest, when I first saw you, my mind was about to overload.
That's quite an apology. So, what's the deal with this incident? Why did the human trafficker not act like he did later when he was confronting you? And what about the little girl's chip, the final explosion? What's going on with all that?
This incident is complicated, involving many people and many things. It took me more than a dozen loops to figure out the ins and outs. If I get the chance, I'll tell you later.
Later? When?
If we can meet again in the next loop.
Am I going to be stuck in this loop forever?
I'm not sure. I know very little about the loop. Why it happens, the cause, the way to get out, I have no idea. However, based on my experience, solving any so-called crisis has nothing to do with escaping loop. Because I have solved this crisis at least 30 times, but I am still in loop.
Is that so?
But you're not me. Maybe your way out of the loop really is to resolve this crisis. Don't be so sad.
You just said 30 times. How many times have you looped in total?
4,005 times.
That's so many! That must be 11 years, right?
It doesn't feel that long. After all, there have been many loops where I died prematurely, so if we're talking in terms of perceived time, it's more like 7 to 8 years.
That must be very painful. At least I can't imagine what I would be like if I looped more than 4,000 times. I think I would go crazy.
Well, not necessarily. Humans are more adaptable than you might think. I'm actually quite happy every day now.
Really?
Really. It's just, sometimes I feel a bit lonely. After all, everyone's memories disappear after each loop, which means that traces left, words spoken, friends made, all of it vanishes.
Is that so?
Let's not talk about that anymore. Hurry up and eat. Your steak is going to get cold.
Oh, I forgot all about it.
Then, let's part ways here.
Aren't we staying together until midnight?
I've said what needs to be said, and there's no point in staying any longer. The key now is whether you'll keep looping. If you're still looping tomorrow, go to the place I mentioned at 1 a.m.
Why not go at midnight? There's no need to wait until 1 a.m., right?
It rains at midnight where I am, and I don't have an umbrella at home, so I don't want to get caught in the rain.
I see, got it.
Then, I wish you a successful escape from loop. I'm leaving now.
Forget it.
There are still more than 40 minutes left. Let's do a brief recap. First of all, what she said should be credible, the basic details all match up. However, in the previous loops, I was at home playing games and didn't pay attention to the news, so I'm not sure if we were in the same loop before. But why on earth would I encounter a looper? It doesn't seem to make any sense. If I had done something special or triggered something, that would be one thing, but playing games at home for a few days and then running into a loop or when I go out is just too strange. Could it be that there are actually many loopers? It's just that we haven't met each other before? Well, I still know too little about the loop. But now that the two of us have established contact, if we conduct some experiments, we might be able to uncover the secrets of the loop. No, even if we uncover it, I don't want to leave loop. Why break it? But I haven't talked to someone like this in a long time. Will we meet again in the next loop? But it seems she still can't stand loop. It's better not to stay in loop. But why is my heart beating so fast?
Hi.
Hi.
It seems I'll be staying in the loop for a while.
Let's go. Looping can be quite interesting. Then, let's go. In the blink of an eye, we've been through more than a dozen loops together. At first, I was worried if she would suddenly disappear in one of the loops, but as I saw her more and more, I began to feel more at ease. It seems she will be staying in the loop for a long time. After that, we exchanged contact information. After all, it's too inefficient to run out every midnight to check if the other person is still there. So every morning starts with me adding her as a friend or her adding me, and then we decide together what to do in this loop. The first thing we did together was to start an experiment. An experiment about the loop. Firstly, there are two prerequisites for entering the next loop. One is midnight, and the other is death. And all along, I have been very curious about one thing. That is, after I die, does this world continue to function? Now, I can finally find out the answer. Shall you go first or me?
I'll go first.
Lucy is particularly concerned about the loop, even to the point of obsession. Although it doesn't show much on the surface, I can clearly sense that she desperately wants to leave loop.
So, see you next loop.
Lucy's death doesn't end the loop, which I'm not very surprised about. Although it's not completely confirmed yet, I think Lucy has been in the same loop with me since the first cycle. And during this process, Lucy has died several times, but I've never suddenly ended loop. So this was a point I anticipated. Now, it's my turn. After that, we conducted the experiment several more times, and the results were the same. The loop would end prematurely because of my death. This came as quite a surprise to me. In my previous assumptions, I thought the loop was unaffected by anything. The feeling that I immediately enter the next loop after dying is just because I lose consciousness, and my existence or non-existence didn't matter. But now it seems I am the main cause of the loop. In other words, it feels like the world revolves around me. After confirming this conclusion, not only the world revolves around me, but also Lucy. She seemed eager to find some secret about the loop from me, but I really know nothing about it. So after a few days of trying without success, she decided to give up. After conducting these experiments, we gradually became more familiar with each other. She didn't have a fixed job before the loop, just like me, belonging to those who do nothing every day. So we had a lot in common in many areas. but every time we talked about something related to the loop, she would become very anxious. I've also experienced this situation when I first started looping, where fear, panic, and despair would be continuously amplified under the infinite loop, making every day very unwilling to open my eyes, and eventually, I killed myself mentally. I think she can't go on like this anymore. Lucy.
M.
Don't worry about why the loop is happening. Let's start working.
Work? What kind of work?
It's too late today to do much. Let's do it tomorrow. You'll find out then. Lucy.
Cheems.
So, it's about time we got started.
The gun you have there is.
Oh, it's the gun from the bar over there. We're going to need it for our job today, so I picked it up on my way here. Speaking of which, the first time I saw you, I was on my way to do what we're about to do now. I didn't expect it to take so long.
Oh, come to think of it, you haven't told me what happened that day. We got caught up with testing the loop and forgot all about it.
Oh, that. The story is quite straightforward. The human trafficker was controlled by a gang called the Glitch Gang, and the Glitch Gang's real goal was to kill the little girl's father.
Wait. What?
In any case, here's how it all started. The night before loop, on the 13th, the human trafficker kidnapped the little girl.
Alright, who should I sell her to next?
After considering a few buyers, he finally decided to sell her to the Glitch Gang. The Glitch Gang is a gang specialized in illegal activities. Everything they've done over the years is listed in the criminal code.
The money has been transferred.
Pleasant cooperation.
Wait, this is his daughter!
The Glitch Gang had a grudge against the girl's father. I didn't get enough information in the past loops about what it was specifically, but it doesn't matter. In short, the Glitch Gang decided to use the little girl to lure her father out, and then take the opportunity to kill him. The tricky part, however, is that the police have been keeping a close eye on the Glitch Gang for years. It's fine on their own turf, but if they take people out, there's a risk of being inspected. And if they directly called the father to the Glitch Gang's territory, there's a high chance he would become suspicious. After much thought, they attacked the human trafficker, and implanted a special chip in him. The chip was designed to modify memory and personality. They preset two personalities for the trafficker. One was that of an ordinary person, kind and approachable. The other was a manic personality, with combat abilities and senses heightened to the maximum. At the same time, they also implanted a chip in the daughter. However, the daughter's chip is not as complex. It just keeps her in a state of complete tranquility, which is why she has been the same from beginning to end. The Glitch Gang's plan was simple. At 9:30 this morning, they had the trafficker take the daughter to the bar to wait. To prevent them from revealing their plot too early, the chip is set to the personality of an ordinary person at this time. They then used an anonymous call to notify the father, leading him to believe it was just a regular kidnapping case, lowering his guard. The father would arrive near the bar at 10:05. At 10, they would remotely control the chip to activate his manic personality and alter his memories, instilling a strong hostility towards the father. So to take care of him, the best method is to act before 10 o'clock.
So, the reason why your previous assassination attempt failed.
Yes. I think the main reason is that you acted after 10 o'clock. Of course, this time is not absolute. Do you remember when you once secretly called others out, and the second time you went to report to the police? Those times it probably wasn't because it was 10 o'clock, but because the Glitch Gang had also installed a surveillance system on the trafficker. I think they must have seen your suspicious behavior, felt something was off, and so they controlled the chip in advance, taking control of you. But as long as you disguise yourself as completely harmless, the Glitch Gang will not be able to figure out what you are trying to do and will choose to wait and see. Then you suddenly make your move. By the time they realize something is wrong and want to activate the chip, it will be too late.
Wait, what about the father? I never saw him in those loops from beginning to end, and since they want to kill the father, why would they tie us up?
If we hadn't shown up, the father indeed would have gone to the bar. The trafficker would have killed him the moment he stepped into the bar. But for some reason, if we were waiting in the bar, The father wouldn't come in and would instead choose to watch from a distance. So after waiting for a while, the glitch gang would think something has changed. And then they would issue orders to the trafficker, asking him to kidnap the people on the scene. After that, they negotiate with the police, forcing the father to bring the money over, or else they will kill all the hostages. Do you remember the first gunshot you heard?
Oh, it rang out once, then many times after.
Yes. The first gunshot was from the trafficker, killing the father who brought the money. After that, the police, realizing the trafficker had made a move, would forcefully break through and shoot him dead. The bomb was planted in the store by the trafficker after he tied you up. It's a safety measure in case they failed to kill the father. But the father was rarely killed by the bomb, usually he was shot dead. So, that's essentially the ins and outs of this incident.
It feels like there are still many doubts. Such as what the father does, why he has a grudge with the glitch gang, and why he won't come over if we're at the bar. Oh, could these secrets be related to escaping the loop?
Lucy, in loop, some things matter and some don't. The only purpose of this incident is to get us the guns, so we just need to understand the solution to this event. Those so-called feuds are irrelevant. Investigating them would just be a waste of time.
What are the important things?
Things that allow us to better enjoy the fun of the loop are the important things.
Enjoy? What about escaping the loop?
We need to leave. Time is almost up. If we don't hurry, we'll miss it.
Okay. So, our job is to just sit here under the bridge and daydream?
Lucy, in 2 minutes, something that might be invaluable will appear behind you.
What?
Here's how the story goes. On my 3994th loop, I met a person. This person looked very ordinary, nothing special. He was the type who could blend into a crowd and not be noticed. And the reason I noticed him was because of the box he was carrying. I had seen this kind of box in previous loops. It's a high-level security box, not something an average person would use. So it piqued my curiosity right away. So, I followed him all the way here. He went down and came back up a few minutes later, but the box was gone. So after he left, I went down to check, and sure enough, I found the box right here. But unfortunately, this box has many hidden mechanisms, and if you try to force it open, it might even launch a small bomb at the person in front of it. So even I can't crack it easily. But I was really curious about what was inside the box. This scene looks like a trading spot for some criminal organization. There must be something valuable in the box, and someone should come to pick it up soon. So I waited there for a whole day, and no one came by the end of loop.
That means...
Yes. This box will be taken away after the loop. So, the only way to uncover the secret of the box is to ask the person who left it. I've approached this person a few times, and he's very cautious, always refusing to communicate. I've tried the soft approach, so now we can only try the hard way. So, this is my job, to find interesting people or events to have more fascinating options in future loops. How about that? Does it sound interesting?
So, even if we uncover the secret of the box, what then? What's the point of all this?
Maybe it has something to do with escaping loop.
Really?
Well, maybe.
Alright, let's work together to uncover this secret.
So, let's begin. He's already here. Don't move. Move a little further forward. Turn around.
What? What are you going to do?
Nothing much. Just tell me what's in this box and how to open it, and I'll let you go.
What if I don't say?
Oh, Still defiant? Then you can die, and we'll take the box with us to study it at our leisure. One day we'll crack it open, and it's a pity that you'll have died for nothing.
Alright, I'll talk, but I don't know what's in this box either.
You don't know?
This box isn't mine. I was just entrusted to bring it here.
Why bring it here? And who is it for?
I'm not sure. The person just said to leave it in this place.
Who is this person? Where are they?
I don't know who he is, but everyone calls him Dr. Max. He's at a clinic in the underground tunnels of Highwood.
Who are you then? Why are you helping him deliver something?
I'm just a regular mercenary. He pays me, and I help him. It's as simple as that.
Understood. Put down the box. I'll take this. No objections, right?
No objections.
Don't worry, I just want to know what's inside here. I won't kill you. Then, bye. That went smoother than expected. I should have just skipped the loop spent on probing him and gone straight for the gun.
Aren't you afraid he's lying?
Lucy, we are the loopers. Lies have no meaning to us. Whether it's a lie or not can be known by looping a few more times. So for now, let's just take his word for it.
Oh, I see. So, what do I need to do?
You should study for now. After all, it's your first time working. We'll leave it to you in the future.
Okay.
Alright, we're here.
How do you plan to talk to him? Should we ask him directly, what's in your box?
I'm not quite sure either. After all, I don't even know who the other party is. In any case, I'll make up a lie to test the waters. At this stage, the main goal is to gather information, and I never expected to settle it in one loop.
Oh wait.
What's the matter?
It just occurred to me, shouldn't we tie up that mercenary? What if he calls Dr. Max and tells him that we hijacked his goods? Then our lies would be useless.
It's okay. He's a foreshadowing I left behind.
Foreshadowing?
Hello.
Who are you? This box?
Oh, I met someone today who was attacked by a gang and was severely injured. Then, on his deathbed, he gave me this box and told me it belonged to Dr. Max. Are you Dr. Max?
It's me.
He entrusted me to return this box to you, saying it was supposed to be delivered somewhere, but now he can't deliver it. Very sorry.
Thank you.
We are actually mercenaries too. If you need our help, you can also entrust us to deliver this box, and the price is guaranteed to be fair.
No, thank you. I'll find someone else.
I see. All right, then I won't disturb you.
Bye.
Ah, right. I'm just a bit curious. What's in this box?
Oh, that box, huh? It's this.
Ah. So sudden with the gunfire. This matter. It's a bit tricky now. However, it's becoming interesting. Lucy.
Cheems. That person started shooting so suddenly, I didn't have time to react.
It's okay. I have a rough idea.
Do you have a plan?
I have an inkling. But we need to try a few more times.
So, are we going to get the box now?
Yes. Let's go down and wait for that person to come. After that, we need to repeat the process from before, exactly the same.
Exactly the same? That's not necessary, is it? He won't be hanging around the box after he leaves it, so wouldn't it be faster to just take the box after he's gone?
Oh. Lucy. There was something I forgot to tell you last loop.
What?
It doesn't matter normally, but we are in a working state now, and work requires precision and consistency. At times like this, we must remember everything we did that day.
Why?
Because of the butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect?
Let's go. Let's get the box first.
So, what does the butterfly effect mean?
Don't you know?
I know, it's roughly that a butterfly flapping its wings could cause a huge tsunami far away, but I don't understand why you said we need to remember everything we do. Isn't it enough to just remember the key things?
Because everything we do, no matter how trivial it seems, could cause significant changes in the looping world. Once a change is triggered, the conclusions we draw from the loop may not be accurate. Then we could end up in a situation where we do things that seem exactly like the last loop, but the outcomes are completely different.
But it seems like I haven't encountered the butterfly effect much in my loop so far.
You've just looped too few times and lack consistent observation. If you loop enough, you will definitely encounter it.
Really?
In any case, this matter is very complex, and I can't explain it to you in detail right now. Later, I'll tell you in detail about the situations I've encountered before. All right. It seems the wings have already been fluttered. My name is Cheems. This is my 4023rd loop. If you are unfortunately targeted by a sniper rifle, the best course of action is to stay where you are. Because one cannot escape the speed of a bullet, and this allows you to die with more dignity. However, there is one exception. That is when you know exactly when the opponent will fire.
Don't move. IV already locked onto your position. If you dare to come out, you're dead.
You won't hit me.
How did you manage to dodge my sniper shot?
Long time no see. It must have been 1,000 or 2 loops, right? What a hassle.
Dante, move!
How did you guys find this place?
Thank you for the information that helped us capture this fugitive, Mr. Cheems. The police department's reward will be deposited into your account within a month.
You're welcome, officer. I've already gotten what I wanted.
Although we won't inquire about the source of the information, I personally am really curious. How did you know he was hiding there?
Well, just a bit of luck.
Luck.
See you next loop, officer.
Loop?
This lead is completed, but this information doesn't seem useful for now. Forget it, let's move on to the next one and investigate further. The first time I saw him was on my 527th loop. My condition was much better than when I started, because I finally realized the fun of the loop. Everything is repetitive and fixed, so as long as I loop a few more times and gather enough information, I can do everything. This feeling, similar to solving a puzzle, was very delightful to me, but soon I realized that things seemed not to be that simple. What is going on? In the past loops, sudden deaths were not uncommon. And I was so surprised because I've been down that road many times, and there has never been a sniper incident at this point in any of the loops. I quickly became interested in this event, so the next day, I went to the same spot at the same time, but this time no one sniped at me. So it was then that I realized, it's very likely because I did something special in a previous loop, that led to the sniper attack. But I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. Thus, I decided to use a brute force method. That is, to repeat everything I did on the day I got sniped.
I don't do it for the money, I just do it for your ears. One by one they keep it running. Slip up a trip and you're dead.
Reproducing it exactly was not an easy task, but I eventually managed to do it. And after that, there was a long battle ahead. Since I didn't know what I did to cause his appearance, I could only repeat the initial loop and had no way to get useful equipment. Thus, I ended up fighting him continuously for over 30 times. After accumulating enough experience and feeling, I finally anticipated the moment he would fire, and then successfully subdued him. So, next, we can finally find out the answer. It took me quite a bit of effort to interrogate him. Since the shooting location was close to the police station, the police would check out the situation in just a few minutes. So, I specifically moved him to a remote corner. He was not a pushover, and conventional methods couldn't get him to talk. Plus, this victory was hard-earned, and defeating him again would take a lot of effort. So, I resorted to slightly more violent interrogation methods. After the interrogation, I spent the next few loops cross-verifying his statements, approaching him with different identities. Ultimately, I pieced together the truth behind the sniper attack. His name is Mose, a highly skilled mercenary. He was cornered by a ruining his life. So he used his last savings to buy a sniper rifle, preparing to randomly snipe passers-by as a form of revenge against society. But he hadn't made up his mind completely. The last vestiges of humanity within him were still battling with anger and pain. At this moment, like the straw that breaks the camel's back, anything could tip his sanity over the edge. On the morning of the 527th loop, I had gone to a newsstand to buy lottery tickets. It was a habit I developed starting from the 162nd loop. If I need to kill time during each loop, I would go to the nearby newsstand to find lottery tickets that could win prizes. This way, in future loops, I could obtain a large sum of money in a very short time. In that loop, I had checked half of the lottery tickets and found one that could win 50,000 yuan. The person who bought the next lottery ticket after me would, due to the change in the order of the tickets, win a small prize of 100 yuan. Because of this 100 yuan, he bought an extra meal at the breakfast shop. This way, he would have to wait for an additional traffic light before reaching the company. And while waiting at the traffic light, a wandering beggar would ask him for money. He casually gave the remaining change to the beggar. And it was precisely because of this act of begging, it caused the beggar to be 20 seconds late in reaching the next intersection, and it also led to him missing a passerby. Mose. I'm not sure why the beggar's interaction would affect Mose's thoughts. But in any case, if the beggar had seen Mose and asked him for money, even though Mose wouldn't give him any, he would ultimately and inexplicably abandon his plan to kill. On the contrary, if they didn't meet, Mose would definitely go up to that rooftop. I tested this in a few loops, and the result was always the same. And it was from this incident that I first recognized the butterfly effect.
Well, after that,
once I understood the cause and effect, I lost interest in him. However, the sniper rifle he had was actually quite good, so there were a few loops where I would go and take his sniper rifle. But that was a long time ago. I haven't seen him for at least 1,000 or 2,000 loops.
So the reason I was sniped by him was because...
Yes, it was because of something we did in that loop that triggered the butterfly effect. Do you remember doing anything different in the last loop compared to before?
Oh, I remember I bought an ice cream in the loop before I got sniped, and in the loop when I got sniped, I didn't buy the ice cream.
It's probably like how I bought a lottery ticket. You not buying that ice cream also triggered a series of butterfly effects, ultimately leading him to make up his mind to commit murder.
Wait, that's not right, Cheems. If not buying the ice cream would lead him to decide to kill, why wouldn't he go up to kill in the previous loops when I never bought ice cream there? Also, just because a beggar asks him for money, he would give up his plan to kill. That sounds too far-fetched, doesn't it? The butterfly effect can't be that illogical, can it?
I'm not exactly clear on that. But the butterfly effect is called the butterfly effect for a reason. It's because there will be a huge chain reaction between cause and effect. If you single out the cause and effect, it may seem illogical. If you really want to understand why not buying that ice cream could lead to such a huge chain reaction, you can spend a few loops trying it out. But I think it's just a waste of time and energy. It's better to do something more interesting when you have the time.
But it still feels a bit strange. Is it possible that this isn't the butterfly effect at all?
Not the butterfly effect? Not the butterfly effect.
Cheems? Cheems.
Oh, I'm fine. In any case, if you're really curious about this issue, you can try looping a few more times later. Let's take this opportunity to unlock that box.
Oh right, I almost forgot about that. Wait, do you already know how to unlock the box?
Well, after you died in the last loop, I tried again. Lucy, you asked me before why we didn't tie up that mercenary. Now I'll answer you, because I need to confirm whether what he said is true.
I don't quite understand. Not tying him up will confirm it?
Do you remember Dr. Max's reaction when we first met him?
Who are you?
His reaction clearly didn't seem like he knew us.
What's the connection?
Firstly, the mercenary handed over the goods obediently when we pointed a gun at him. He's obviously not someone with a strong sense of responsibility. So, what do you think he would do if his goods were hijacked?
Oh, he wouldn't tell his employer, because he would have to pay a large penalty. Instead, he would say that the goods were stolen and it had nothing to do with him.
Exactly. But if he wasn't a mercenary and was the doctor's confidant or someone else with some kind of vested interest, then he would inform the doctor about the hijacking. So now, combining the doctor's reaction, we can conclude that he indeed wasn't lying.
But what's the point?
Of course, there is. This allows us to draw two conclusions. First, not using a fixed contact to transfer things between the two sides indicates that the relationship between the parties is not very close. The second is a bit disappointing, which is that what's inside the box probably isn't very important. If it were something important, they wouldn't hire a mercenary like that. But we've come this far, let's still get what's inside the box out. In the last loop, after you died, the butterfly effect must have already disrupted everything. So I abandoned my original strategy, and instead investigated the reputation of Dr. Max in the area. He has a good reputation, often helping nearby residents with their medical needs, and I can tell they genuinely appreciate him. However, someone who can shoot so decisively is definitely not a purely good person. So, I prepared a little surprise for them, and they provided me with some information. That is, he has had connections with a gang called the Glitch Gang.
Oh, that's the gang.
A doctor colluding with gangsters, it doesn't take much to figure out what they're up to. Thus, I took advantage of the night and headed straight for the Glitch Gang, stealthily infiltrating and assassinating them all. Then, in their internal data room, indeed, I found the doctor's name and the agreed upon password between them.
These are?
The physical data of local residents. That Max doctor, under the pretext of treating illnesses and saving people, recorded the physical data of the residents in that area and handed it over to the troubleshooter. The gang would then find individuals whose physical data matched their clients and kidnap them. Just some dirty business. This job didn't yield any useful information. I was hoping there would be cash in that box, so we could have a quick way to get some cash.
Cheems, you're amazing. You figured this out so quickly.
After a few more loops, you'll be just like me.
So, this matter also has nothing to do with escaping the loop.
Lucy, why do you want to escape the loop so much?
Well,
it's okay if you don't want to say. But no matter what, only by understanding everything that happens in the loop can we possibly escape it, right? If you keep feeling down, you might never escape the loop.
You're right.
So, let's go.
Where to go?
Well, to the next loop. After that, we spent loop after loop together. In my past 4,000 loops, I never had someone with whom I could truly open up and chat. Even though the loop itself brought me endless fun, there were always nights filled with unbearable loneliness. But she appeared so suddenly. We are both loopers, able to understand each other's pain and joy, sorrow and happiness. I suddenly found that every day of life was so joyful. Like a beautiful dream from which one would never want to wake up. She remains fixated on escaping the loop, and I do my best to offer her advice and strategies. But deep down, I know we cannot escape the loop. I just want her to gradually face the reality, and then one day, time will wash away everything. And she can live happily in the loop like me. I thought that such times, such loops, could go on forever. Until that day. I had a falling out with her. My name is Cheems. This is my 4715th loop. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're the Cheems. Nice to meet you.
Fingerprint information received.
Very well, I'll keep tracking. Proceed as planned.
Copy that. Target acquired.
Time's running out. They have returned from the party and will be here in about a minute. That's fantastic, Lucy. You've only been looping for 4 times and you've already figured this out. We've got the mayor's bribery evidence in our hands. I can't even imagine the kind of mischief we can get into now. Like, using this to blackmail him into causing a citywide power outage. Or, use this to get the missile launch codes, and experience what it's like to be bombed. Wait, does this city even have missiles? Never mind, I'm just excited that I can't wait.
Cheems, you seem particularly excited.
Absolutely, it's been a long time since we've had something this interesting. You're getting better and better, Lucy. If it were just me before, it might have taken dozens of loops to get this done.
Really?
Did you remember everything?
I did. All the information, word for word.
Great. This way, we can perfectly reproduce the bribery evidence in the future. Even if we can't get the original document in subsequent loops, knowing all the information will be enough to intimidate the mayor. Okay, let's celebrate. Cheers, Lucy.
No, Cheems. I still need to organize my memories and do some mental exercises. Are your next 3 loops off for rest?
Ah, yeah. It's our break.
Well, have fun then. I want to take this opportunity to do some experiments. Just don't die, okay? I'd hate to have to start over. It's a hassle.
Oh, I see.
Well, goodbye. Cheems, have a good time.
Bye, Lucy. Time sure flies. Since the first time I met Lucy, over 700 loops have passed. I have to admit that initially, I didn't have any expectations for Lucy. I just considered her a friend and never thought she could help me in loop. But she has far exceeded my imagination. For loopers, since the body resets every day, physical training is meaningless. But there is one organ that can break through the loop's limitations and grow stronger. That is the brain. I don't quite understand why the brain is not affected by the loop. But in any case, as long as you train and learn properly, thinking ability, memory, and cognition can become stronger in loop. I realized this early on, so I have been doing memory training every day. This is why I can recall events from hundreds or even thousands of loops. And ever since I told Lucy about this, she began to consciously exercise on her own. In just 100 loops, her mental capacity caught up with me. After 200 loops, I started to struggle to keep up with her pace. By 300 loops, she had left me far behind. At the same time, she independently studied a variety of useful knowledge. Firearms shooting, combat skills, hacking techniques, electronic engineering. Even that extremely difficult box to crack, she learned the method of lock-picking through hard work. This is also why we were able to succeed this time. For someone like me who indulges in pleasure most of the time, her diligence and hard work indeed make me feel a bit ashamed. But I no longer have to worry about whether she can adapt to loop. However, the only thing that worries me is that she is still thinking about how to escape the loop. Hundreds of cycles have not washed away her obsession, but instead, it has grown deeper. And in the recent cycles, because she found out that I'm not very interested in escaping the loop, she started to mention the idea of escaping the loop less and less in front of me. Gradually, I always feel that there is some distance growing between us. This is not the way to true happiness. Sometimes I want to talk to her, but I don't know where to start. So I think, I'll leave it to time. One day, she will give up this absurd and boring idea. Vacation. In recent loops, my holidays have started to become a bit boring. In the past, I would choose to have some intense and thrilling live gunfights with gangsters, or play a serial killer to see if the police could catch me before the loop ended. But since Lucy appeared, I didn't want her to think I'm a psychopath. So I had to give up these forms of entertainment. So recently, I've also developed some new hobbies.
Welcome. What can I get for you?
I'll take a pair of Sony WH-1000XM5 headphones.
Oh, sir, you really have good taste. It has a powerful dual processor that can take its noise cancellation to new heights, and the sound quality is incredibly strong. As long as you put it on, you will definitely feel the true music. Moreover, it can also make you look more artistic.
And that's why I discovered this headphone. It's because sometimes when Lucy is seen exercising her brain outside, she wears it to help herself tune out the noise around her. In order to get closer to Lucy, I've been buying this pair of headphones during my holidays recently, listening to beautiful music while enjoying the scenery of the city, and I always feel much more relaxed. Even when walking on busy streets, you can enjoy beautiful music through one-touch noise cancellation. It's really great. I can't hear any sound around me, only the beautiful music. But at this moment, an unexpected event occurred. Even after thousands of loops, I can still clearly recall this particular death. It was the turning point of my destiny. What is going on? Under normal circumstances, nothing should happen there. Could it be? Lucy, did you?
Cheems, why are you dead?
What?
Didn't I tell you not to die these days? I carefully prepared an experiment that took 3 loops, and now it's all ruined.
Were you conducting the experiment on 2nd Avenue?
You went there?
Ha, I knew there wouldn't be a lunatic killing people there for no reason. So it was you causing trouble. Why, now that you're doing your so-called experiment, you can't even inform me, but you come to blame me first.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. I've been a bit stressed lately.
I don't blame you. You just need to talk to me properly. You continue with this loop, I'll stay at home and won't interfere with you. What are you measuring?
Nothing.
Can't you tell me?
It's about the butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect? Why are you suddenly interested in investigating this?
I've always been pondering a question. If there really is a way to escape the loop, what would it be like? Frankly, I can't imagine it. However, I feel that one line of thought must be correct. It definitely won't be a normal method, but rather an. So, I wanted to see if I could find any anomalies within the loop and then investigate them to find that extraordinary method. But in these hundreds of loops, everything and the logic of their development seem normal to me. The only thing that feels a bit unusual to me is the butterfly effect. In my view, the so-called butterfly effect shouldn't be able to cause a person or an event to change drastically in a very short time. In my current tests, I've encountered some events that have become quite strange due to the butterfly effect. Those events can still be logically explained if one tries hard enough, which is not enough to support my hypothesis. But if I can find something that cannot be explained by logic no matter what, perhaps that would be the key to escaping the loop.
It sounds far-fetched. Let me not argue with the logic that finding anomalies equals finding a way out of the loop for now. What if you can't find this so-called anomaly?
Then I'll keep looking.
What if, no matter what, you can't find it?
Then I'll investigate with a different approach. By that time, it should be far in the future, and I'll definitely have new discoveries. I'll deal with it then.
Lucy, why are you so determined to escape the loop? There are so many interesting and happy things in the loop. Why do you always waste time on useless things?
That's why I didn't want to tell you about it. Cheems, what is a useful thing? Is indulging in pleasure in the loop a useful thing?
Is making oneself happy a useless thing? I live very happily every day now. You should take a look at yourself. Thanks to the loop resetting your physical condition every day, or you'd be the type with dark circles under your eyes. Lucy, I've never stopped you from escaping the loop because I thought you would give up on the idea one day. I don't want to be the bad guy interfering with your free will. But now it seems that if no one stops you, you will never stop. Is the world we're looping in such a terrible place? Isn't it? It's not like those movies, novels, or anime where someone is chasing you as soon as you go out, or a train is blown up while you're on it. This is clearly such a beautiful world. Why don't you want to live happily here?
Is a stagnant world beautiful? That's a false beauty, Cheems.
You are sick. And very seriously ill. Lucy, if you continue like this, you will only become more and more miserable. Let it go. Don't think about it anymore.
Why do you think I'm suffering? Why do you always want to impose your thoughts on me? Let's leave it at that for now. We'll extend the holiday by 3 more days. Please stay at home, or avoid 2nd Avenue.
Okay. After that, I sat on the sofa all night. I didn't dare to answer her final question. Because I knew, I wasn't entirely speaking for her benefit when I said so much to her. Ultimately, I just didn't want her to leave me. For a long time after entering the loop, I was alone. Because of the nature of the loop, no one could understand me, and I began to fail to understand others. But my heart also became hardened. I started to slowly get used to a lonely life, used to facing everything on my own. But ever since she appeared, my life changed completely. I could finally share my worries and pains, as well as my joys and happiness. And the price was, I became vulnerable. I started to fear losing her, as much as I feared losing Loop. The loops passed by one after another. Apart from the necessary confirmations, none of us spoke another word to each other. I wanted to find her several times, but I really didn't know what to say. Should I persuade her to stay? Or should I first promise to help her escape the loop with all my might? But what if we really found a way to escape the loop? Finally, it was time for us to go out for work as we had agreed. After meeting, everyone seemed to be the same as usual. No one brought up the events of that night, but we all knew that a crack had formed in our relationship. After work, Lucy seemed to want to talk to me. But I still hadn't figured out how to face her. So I instinctively avoided her. Our relationship continued in this strange way. My heart became more and more bewildered day by day, until the late night of the 4728th loop.
Cheems.
She suddenly found me.
Shall we go out for a walk?
So, I went.
The night is quite beautiful tonight, isn't it?
Isn't every day the same? After all, we're in loop.
It is the same. But tonight is just a little bit special.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Just want to chat casually. Come to think of it, we've never really talked about our pasts.
The past? You mean before loop?
Yes. What were you doing before the loop?
Before loop? It feels like a distant memory now. I was 19 when I entered loop. I grew up in extreme poverty, living in the slums. My parents were always working away from home, and I hardly saw them. They passed away when I was still young. It's ironic, but I can't even remember how they died. But in any case, there was certainly no normal life in that kind of place. And of course, no future to speak of. I could only survive each day amidst the foul-smelling garbage heaps and sewers, or do some dirty work in exchange for the necessities of life. In the eyes of those so-called normal people, someone like me was a parasite on society. Or perhaps not even that. One day, I would inevitably die miserably in some dark alley. But I always felt unwilling. I didn't want to live like a dog in this world. I wanted to change my destiny, but I couldn't. How about that? Quite a contrast to who I am now, right?
Indeed, not like who you are now.
And just when I was at my most desperate, for some reason, suddenly one day, I entered loop. At first, I was indeed quite scared and resistant. But gradually, I found that the loop could bring me everything I wanted. Wealth, status, power. All things could be obtained in just one day's loop. Even if it all reset the next day, I would get everything back. So it's no exaggeration to say that the loop saved me, allowing me to gain my own happiness.
So that's how it was.
What about you, Lucy? What was your past like?
As for me, I'll tell you if there's a chance in the future. If that day really comes.
That day?
Cheems, I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry, my tone was a bit harsh that day. You've helped me so much in the loop, and I let you down.
No, Lucy, I'm the one who should apologize. I didn't consider your feelings. I was a bit presumptuous. But if you can, I still hope you'll think about what I said that day. Although I was being selfish. Those are also my true feelings all along.
Cheems, the reason I came to find you today was actually to persuade you.
Persuade me?
Yes, I wanted to persuade you to escape the loop together. But now, after hearing your story, I think I already know your answer. You're right, the loop might not be such a bad thing. I was always just thinking about getting out, never really taking a good look at life within the loop. Now, I think I understand a bit why you want to stay in the loop so much.
In that case, let's just happily stay in the loop together.
But, Cheems, I have to leave here.
Why? Why on earth don't you want to live in loop? Lucy, I just want to stay in the loop with you like this, going on forever.
Because I don't want to stay still. There are some things I really want to change. But in the infinitely repeating loop, all changes are fleeting illusions. So for me, the loop is not a blissful haven, but a curse of fate. Moreover, in the world outside the loop, there are still some things waiting for me to do. So, I must keep moving forward until I find a way to escape the loop.
I understand. I won't say anything more. Lucy, go and find it, and I will help you within my capabilities.
No, Cheems. You don't have to do that.
What do you mean?
Cheems, thank you for taking care of me all this time. I really appreciate it. It's just that, we are different people. We should both move forward on our own paths, and no one should try to change the other.
Wait.
So Cheems, let's stop here. It's time to part ways.
Wait. And so, Lucy and I parted ways. In the beginning, I tried to visit her home, but it was empty. I also attempted to send her messages, but there was no response. This is a large city, and it takes an hour by car to reach her place. If she didn't want to be found, I definitely wouldn't find her. So, naturally, I gave up the idea of looking for her. I wasn't as upset as I imagined. After all, it wasn't a matter of life and death. But a strange feeling still arose in my heart. It was a mix of sadness and desolation. A few days later, this feeling turned into anger. What was this about? Our conflicts weren't that exaggerated, right? I indeed didn't want to escape the loop and had been quite negative about it. But to part ways and abandon a friend over this seemed too extreme, didn't it? Moreover, without my help, she would have an even slimmer chance of escaping loop. Wasn't that just ridiculous? The anger grew stronger. I began to realize how ridiculous the so-called happiness was. Gradually, I stopped thinking about her. As the number of loops increased, I also lost interest in work. Too many loops made the world around me feel like a game I had beaten countless times. Although I still felt some pleasure, it was becoming less and less. So, I began to indulge in pleasure. Spending my days in bars and dance clubs, savoring every moment of joy. At the same time, my brain, which used to be as precise as a machine, also became slack. Apart from the places where I made money, I started to gradually forget some past events. The intelligence and information I had obtained through countless loops also faded away in the pleasures. That didn't matter anymore, I thought. However, even though I forgot many things, I still didn't forget Lucy. Sometimes, I would still habitually check my phone, and then put it down. I knew she was still in the loop because sometimes I would still encounter some strange butterfly effects. But I didn't pay attention to them anymore. Let her rack her brain every day trying to figure out how to escape the loop. She would never find a way. Then, the loop passed by more than 3,000 times. It was a drunk in the late night. I was walking on the street, as usual, in a daze.
Cheems.
Ha, am I really that drunk? I'm seeing hallucinations now.
Cheems.
Lucy?
What? How did you become like this? Your gaze has changed. It's different from before.
What does it matter to you how I've become? Who said we should go our separate ways? Ha, but I didn't expect to run into you in a place like this. The world isn't that big after all. All right, I'll leave now.
Cheems. I came specifically to find you.
Find me? What for? Weren't you looking for a way to escape the loop? Have you finally given up? Coming to apologize to me? Let me tell you, it's too late. Someone like
I
you.
found it.
You said. What?
Cheems. I found a way to escape the loop.
My name is Cheems. This is my 7,942nd loop. To be honest, I thought I would never see her again. But there she was, appearing suddenly with news I couldn't believe.
Cheems. I found a way to escape the loop. I got you your favorite.
You eat by yourself.
If I had known you'd be like this, I would have come to find you in the next loop. You don't seem quite sober right now.
If I had known I'd be like this? What am I like right now? Let me tell you, I'm very sober, and you don't need to worry about me.
I didn't mean that. It's just that the Cheems in my memory is a calm and rational person who wouldn't indulge in pleasure. Well, okay, at least not to the point of being addicted to it. But now, what happened in these thousands of loops?
People change. No exceptions.
Indeed.
What are you really here for? To lament life? Since you found the way out, why come to me? Why not just escape?
Don't you want to know what the method is?
No. Don't tell me. I told you a long time ago that I would stay in the loop for a lifetime.
Would you really want to stay for a lifetime? Even though I don't know why you've become like this, I think you must be tired of work now.
So what?
You must have looped more than 7,000 times by now. If you loop another 7,000 times, will you still be happy? As you said, people will change, no exceptions.
I don't want to escape the loop, that will never change. And even if it did, what does it have to do with you? It's my own business, and you don't need to interfere. We parted ways a long time ago.
I'm sorry. I just thought at the time that it would be better for both of us to separate.
At the time? So it's not supposed to be separated now?
Cheems, let's talk about this later. I want to tell you about the method to escape the loop first. Although I've found it, it's far from simple. I can't explain it to you clearly in a short time. Will you be free in the next loop, Cheems? I want to invite you to the bar where we first met.
Humph. I don't have time.
Mr. No Time suddenly has time now?
I didn't really want to come. I just had a little bit of interest in the method you mentioned. Just a little bit.
All right then. I'll just tell you a little bit about the method. But not too much, since you only have a little bit of interest.
Humph, suit yourself.
It seems like it's been a long time since we've sat like this. It brings back quite a few memories. So much has happened since that loop.
So you brought me here just to reminisce about the past? Aren't you supposed to talk to me about your grand plan to escape the loop?
Cheems. The key to escaping the loop is right here. At the very place where we first met.
Right here? How could that be? I've solved this incident so many times.
Cheems. All along, you and I have believed that this incident was just a common assassination case, the only significance being the quick and convenient acquisition of a gun. However, we were wrong. This is just the surface of the story, and we have always been deceived by this surface. What I'm about to tell you may overturn your understanding of the looping world. The bizarre nature of this matter is beyond my imagination. This is why I am so certain that this matter is related to escaping the loop. First, do you remember the ins and outs of this incident?
I remember I investigated before. It should be. There was a gang that wanted to commit murder, right?
To put it simply, the human trafficker kidnapped the little girl and intended to sell her to a gang called the Glitch Gang. But the Glitch Gang discovered that the little girl was the daughter of one of their enemies. So they devised a plan to implant chips in the trafficker and the little girl, get them to contact her father, who was their enemy, and then assassinate him. You told me this thousands of loops ago. Have you forgotten?
Oh, yes. Ha ha ha. Of course I remember. I just wanted to test you.
But Cheems, next, I'm going to tell you something quite chilling. There is no grudge between the Glitch Gang and that father. In fact, they have never had any contact in any form.
No. Grudge? Then why do they want to kill him? Did I make a mistake in my investigation?
No, you didn't make a mistake in your investigation. Because at that time, they indeed believed that the father was their enemy.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
It's about time. He's here. Let me reintroduce him to you first. His name is Baxter, 42 years old. Besides having a kidnapped daughter, all other information is unknown. The only thing we can be sure of is that his behavior is quite stable without any external intervention. So he is not a looper. He appears extremely ordinary, which is why neither you nor I have ever paid attention to him. But due to a coincidence, I noticed him. So I began to investigate him. And after just a few investigations, I came to a conclusion. He is the only special person in this loop, besides us. On him lies the key to escaping the loop. First, let's do it as usual. Take care of the human trafficker here. When and how we do it doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters, keeping Baxter and his daughter alive, and then removing the chip from the daughter. After the shooting, the police will arrive quickly, and Baxter will be reunited with his daughter. After that, Baxter and his daughter will be taken to the police station for questioning. Let's wait here for a bit. They'll be coming out in about 5 minutes.
To be honest, I still haven't found anything special about him.
Cheems, do you remember what happened here?
Here?
I was once sniped here during a loop.
You mean the sniper Mose? Don't worry, it's only a little after 11. Mose won't be here until the afternoon. And we came straight here, so there's no way we could have triggered the butterfly effect.
Cheems. Look up.
What? How could that be? How could he be here?
Let's go. Take care of him first.
Who?
No. The timing and the butterfly effect don't match up. What on earth is going on?
Cheems. Mose is here specifically to kill Baxter.
Specifically to kill him? No. Mose's goal is to take revenge on society by killing randomly. He wouldn't come here specifically to kill him, would he?
Take it easy. The day is still long.
so? In just one day, he faced 37 assassination attempts. And all the assassins deviated from the loop's original trajectory without triggering the butterfly effect. Alright, now I understand why you said he's special.
Actually, it's far more than 37 assassination attempts. Baxter only made it to 7 o'clock this time. My highest record was getting him to 9 o'clock, when he faced a total of 86 assassination attempts.
Ha, is that so?
Don't you have any questions?
On the contrary, I have so many questions now that I don't know where to start. In short, what on earth is going on with all of this?
Let's start from the beginning. First, after we parted ways, I've been investigating things related to the butterfly effect. I spent thousands of loops investigating events related to the butterfly effect, but I found nothing. And it wasn't until about 200 loops ago, by chance, I went to that bar to get a gun. After getting the gun, I happened to pass by the street where Mose was. And they just came out of the police station. Then, Baxter was sniped. I immediately realized the strangeness of the situation. But at that time, I wasn't paying attention to Baxter, I was just puzzled as to why Mose was there. So I spent a few loops investigating. I deliberately did completely different things in each loop and even arranged for Mose to meet the beggar who would affect his behavioral logic. But no matter what I did, unless Mose died early, as long as Baxter came out of the police station, Mose would definitely be there, sniping Baxter. It was then that I began to notice him. Because every time he sniped, Mose would only target Baxter, not me or his daughter. So I started to keep a close eye on him. And soon I discovered that Baxter was like a magnet. No matter where he went or what he did, anyone nearby who had the capability to assassinate him would inexplicably and illogically go after him. And as time went on, the number of people and the frequency of attempts to kill him increased. In the morning, only gangs like the Glitch Gang would come after him. By noon, mercenaries like Mose would show up. In the afternoon, even seemingly harmless restaurant owners would try to assassinate him. And by evening, almost everyone seemed to want him dead.
So why do they want to kill him? Are they being manipulated or have they lost their minds?
That's the most bizarre part of this matter. I also investigated those who assassinated Baxter. They are all fully conscious and aware of what they are doing. However, each of them would come up with a seemingly reasonable but completely false excuse for killing Baxter. For example, the Glitch Gang would think that Baxter was their enemy, but in reality, as soon as Baxter was dead, the Glitch Gang would immediately forget about it. It's as if someone or something has tampered with his memory.
What do you mean by something?
I can't be sure. But if I had to come up with an explanation, I think it might be the loop itself.
The loop? You think the loop has some kind of will, and even manipulate people within the loop to kill him?
Never mind, there's still too little information about this. I don't think we can draw a conclusion for now. Let's not discuss it. But in any case, I believe Baxter is the one I've been looking for, the event that can't be explained logically no matter what. He has the ability to change the loop. And as long as we can unravel the mysteries surrounding him, we might very well find a way to escape the loop.
Alright, I understand. So, what do you plan to do?
Overall, I currently believe there are two feasible directions. First, he has never survived a full loop so far. So I think, if we can protect him through a complete loop, I believe something is very likely to happen.
What do you think will happen?
I don't know, but I think in the best case scenario, it might directly end the loop. Don't you think this is very similar to the main quest in those games? The game protagonists just need to complete this task, and the loop might end inexplicably.
Alright, what about the second one?
The second is to gain his trust, and then obtain information from him. I believe he is very likely to know some secrets about the loop.
Wait, speaking of which, I want to know why you think he is not a looper?
That shouldn't be hard to judge, right? His daily movements are fixed, and he would be killed in the bar without our intervention. If he knew he was in a loop, it's hard to imagine he would keep doing the same things over and over.
Since he's not a looper, then why do you think he would know secrets about the loop?
It's just my intuition. After all, he is the most special person in the loop, and I think he is very likely to have some key information.
I see.
However, gaining his trust is extremely difficult. He is very wary of people and events outside. Except for his daughter, he hardly trusts anyone. I've tried many times in the past loops, but none of them were successful. Plus, I have to constantly keep an eye on potential assassins around me, so I can't do it alone. So, Cheems, I hope you can help me. No matter which direction we take, we need to deal with the assassins and his relationship at the same time. I'm not good at interpersonal relationships, so I'll be responsible for eliminating all external threats for you. As long as you can communicate with him, maybe we can.
All right. In any case, I have to say, what you've discovered is indeed shocking to me. But if we really succeed, like if he lives past midnight and the loop just ends inexplicably, what about me?
That's not certain yet, it's just my guess.
But what if it's true? I can't take that risk, Lucy. If you want to try it on your own, go ahead, I won't stop you.
But without you, there's no way I can do both things at the same time.
So you'll only come to me when you need me, right? Just like how you leave without me when you don't need me.
Cheems, I didn't leave you because I needed you or didn't need you. I just thought that you didn't want to escape the loop, so I didn't want you to accompany me in this endless loop world, searching for an answer that might never be found.
So what about now?
Because now, I have no other choice but to find you. I didn't want to disturb you. But, Cheems, maybe you can't imagine how I felt when I found Baxter. I've spent countless days and nights on this, without a moment of slackening. Many times, even I thought that I might never be able to escape the loop. But I found him. So, this is my last chance.
The loop is also my last chance. If you ever want to find me for something else in the future, we can talk again. But not about this matter. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Cheems, do you really want to be forever immersed in the loop? Do you really want to keep living a repetitive and meaningless life? If you're willing to come find me tomorrow, I'll be there waiting for you.
I won't come.
You must have looped more than 7,000 times by now. If you loop another 7,000 times, will you still be happy? As you said, people will change, no exceptions.
I have one last question for you. Why did you specifically remove the chip from the little girl?
Because if his daughter hadn't had her chip removed, Baxter and the police would have taken her straight to the hospital for a checkup. With the hospital being crowded and full of people, it would be even harder to prevent an assassination, so doing this was more efficient.
No, you should have confirmed this later, right? What I mean is, in the first loop when Mo sniped at Baxter, you must have removed her chip too. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come out of the police station. At that time, your goal was just to get the gun. Removing her chip was a meaningless and time-wasting thing to do. After all, everything would reset after the loop ended. Why would you do something useless like that?
Actually, I didn't think that much at the time. Maybe I just felt that even in this infinitely repeating loop, I could help them a little bit. It didn't matter if it was meaningless. It didn't matter if everything would vanish the next day. After all, in that moment, it should still have some meaning.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
It's strange. Didn't Cheems say he wasn't coming yesterday?
Actually, I'm not Cheems, I'm Jack.
Are you that Jack?
In any case, let's get this straight. I still don't want to escape the loop, but I'll do my best to help you investigate the mysteries surrounding him. After all, I'm actually quite curious about this matter too. If he really is connected to escaping the loop, I'll help you get out.
Thanks, Cheems.
Then, let's go. Let's make a big move. My name is Cheems. This is my 7,960th loop. For a long time, I believed that as long as I looped enough times, any problem would be solved easily. Until now. I'm feeling a bit tired. How about we take a break for a loop?
Who was it that said yesterday they had 100% surefire method?
Did I say 100%?
You did.
Alright. I did underestimate him, and the difficulty of this matter. But in any case, let me think today. I need to sort out what happened in these last dozen or so loops.
Okay, then today is a day off. We'll regroup tomorrow.
Speaking of which, what do you usually do when you take a break?
Well, just take a regular break, exercise my brain, enjoy the scenery, and wander around a bit.
Play? Why does it feel a bit off? The old you would be racking your brain 24 hours a day to find a solution. Have you changed your tune now?
Not that extreme. But I do think I've changed a bit. In the recent loops, I haven't been as anxious.
Why?
Because you're here to help me. I believe we two can definitely do it.
Is that so? "16 times. With the goal of protecting Baxter to survive a loop, it has already been 16 times. To be honest, at the very beginning, I didn't think this was a very difficult task. In my view, everything can be solved through repeated loops. Even if this task is extremely special, it's just a bit more troublesome, not very difficult. But after I actually looped a few times, I realized how difficult and crazy this task is.
So, do you have any ideas? I think you can first get to know his personality and habits, which might be Wait, why did you knock him out? Aren't we supposed to save him?
Of course we are. But all we need is to keep him alive until after midnight, right? As you said, he's very alert, and it's difficult to gain his trust, so there's no need for us to communicate with him. We just need to focus on keeping him alive.
Well, at least talk to him first, get a basic impression.
If we get to know him too well, it'll be harder to act. Let's leave this place. At the very beginning, my idea was very clear. Since the assassins were all human, couldn't I just use a vehicle to take him to a place with very few people? However, I soon realized I was wrong. What he could affect was not only people but even objects. No matter what kind of vehicle we used, as long as he was in it, all kinds of problems would arise. For example, the car would break down after driving for a while. And if we took a plane, a terrifying background music would start playing. And without vehicles, we couldn't leave the city with him. So the escape plan had to be declared a failure. My second direction was to find a place like a bunker. By constructing defensive measures in advance, we could fend off the assassins' attacks. After a few loops, we quickly found a location. This is an abandoned military bunker. Various passages lead in all directions. Once we get inside and blow up the passages, no one will be able to get in through the ruins. We quickly made all the preparations and moved Baxter in. That time went very smoothly. We stayed in the bunker until 9 o'clock without anyone breaking in. Just when we thought we were about to succeed. nuclear bomb landed on our heads. The bunker could indeed withstand a nuclear attack, but there wasn't just one nuclear bomb. After being bombed continuously 15 times, the bunker eventually collapsed. If the malfunction of transportation was still tolerable, the appearance of a nuclear bomb was terrifying. It was possible to fend off the assassins' attacks with repeated loops, but we could never withstand a nuclear bomb. However, according to Lucy, she hadn't encountered this situation in her previous loops. It seemed that the nuclear bomb only appeared when we went to the bunker. Although I still don't understand why, in any case, the defense plan was also declared a failure. With both escape and defense out of the question, we could only try to flee around in loop. We attempted several different escape routes, and found the one with the fewest assassins. But even so, there would still be dozens of assassins coming to attack us. I originally thought that by using all the anti-tracking methods I had learned, we could effectively conceal our tracks. At the very least, it should delay the time it takes for them to find us. But the assassins were like sharks that had smelled blood. No matter how we hid Baxter, they could accurately find him. So, we still couldn't break through the 11 p.m. barrier. I tried hard to recall my past experiences and information in the loop, hoping to find some useful ideas. But Baxter's existence was just too unique. The fact that he could change people and events in the loop was enough to make each loop's trajectory completely different. Although there were still some fixed and similar patterns, overall, it still wasn't enough to solve the problem. This disables the loop's core weapon. Alright, now there's only one idea left. Go and talk to him. Lucy, this time we're not really focused on getting him to live until midnight. I'll try to talk to him, and you just assist me.
All right, it's about time. I'll go take care of the human trafficker first.
Wait. Don't rush. I still need him for something.
Useful? What are you going to do?
Of course, I'm going to stage a heroic rescue.
But if we do that, when Baxter gets here, the chip in the trafficker's body will be activated. It's been so long since you last did this task. Can you handle it?
Don't worry. I'm a looper who's looped 8,000 times. Hi. Baxter.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Cheems. I'm a looper.
Looper.
So, let's get straight to the point. Do you want to save your daughter?
Welcome. What can I get for you?
Annie!
Finally here. Stand still.
Let go of my daughter. I've brought the money.
Sure. I'll do it right now.
Wait.
Who are you?
I'm here to take care of you. I twisted my waist.
Is this guy here to make a joke? All right. It's time to get down to business.
Wait.
What's this all about?
Sorry, he's caused you all some trouble.
Wasting time.
What the hell?
So, it's my turn now.
It was just an accident because the floor was slippery.
I understand, no need to explain. Mr. 8000 Loops. I didn't see anything just now.
Amy. Amy.
She's been implanted with a chip. That's better.
Dad? Where is this?
Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Where are we? How did I get here? Weren't we just in that strange house?
What house?
Just.
Amy.
In any case, Mr. Baxter, now you can trust us, can't you? We are indeed loopers. And we've looped thousands of times in this day. That's why we know so many things.
Thank you. But I want to know, why did you save us?
Well, we're actually interested in you.
Me?
Yes. It's like this, some very strange things have been happening to you. That's about it. You'll be targeted by many people for no apparent reason, and of course, they won't spare your daughter either. So, we want to see what happens if we let you live until midnight. And we also hope to hear if you might know something, and about your past experiences, which might be related to the loop and the assassinations.
I see.
So you're willing?
But I'm sorry. We have to leave.
Leave? Where are you going?
To a safe place.
Don't you understand yet? Wherever you go, people will come to assassinate you. There's no such thing as a safe place. The only thing you need to do now is cooperate with us, tell us everything you know, and then we can—
Thank you for your help. But we must take our leave. Amy, let's go.
Goodbye, brother and sister.
See you.
Failed. Is it because he won't believe us? Lucy, in your previous loops, you couldn't gain his trust at all?
No. In most of the loops I tried before, it was pretty much the same situation. At most, I could only get his name and age. No response to any other questions. Saving him and his daughter alone is not enough. We must find some other way to gain his trust.
I think it's not just a matter of trust.
What do you mean?
Let's talk about that later. For now, I have a general understanding of the situation. At the moment, I think we should put communication with him on hold. We should first focus on investigating his past. This might be the key to breaking the deadlock.
I've tried that already, but his day is just filled with assassination attempts. He hasn't interacted with anyone, so there's no way to trace his social connections. I really don't know where to start.
Lucy. Have you forgotten that we have a very high-ranking friend?
How did you get your hands on this document? Wait, this isn't the original, it's a copy.
Mr. Mayor, how we obtained it is none of your concern. But in any case, we have your complete evidence of bribery. If you don't want the whole world to know about it by tomorrow, you'd better agree to our demands.
Wait. I know you're about to have your 2 bodyguards kill us, and if they fail, you'll call in the military to mow us down in the streets. But we really aren't your enemies. We just want to know about that person. That's all.
Who are you?
So, are you going to cooperate, or not?
All right. I agree. I'll call the police station and have them provide the information you want.
I hope this cooperation goes smoothly.
What do you mean, this time?
It's nothing, just consider me talking nonsense. Well, goodbye then. Oh, right, Mr. Mayor, I have one more question. Do you know how long it would take for a nuclear missile to reach here?
You must be Cheems and Lucy, right? The mayor has already told me. The officers are currently searching for the relevant information, and it should be available to you shortly.
Great, this time there's no more playing dirty tricks. Thank you, Officer Luke.
Do you know me?
I've heard of your name before. This is the first time I'm meeting you.
Is that so? Come to think of it, what do you do? Why are you investigating this person?
Well,
we are the mayor's subordinates. We're investigating this person to handle some matters for the mayor.
Is that so? I don't think so.
This?
Sorry, we're not really at liberty to discuss that. So.
It's fine. I was just curious. Then you can go to the lounge and take a break for a while.
Thank you, officer. Lucy, try not to lie in front of the officer. He has an almost terrifying intuition that can easily tell if what you're saying is a lie. We don't need to complicate things.
That impressive? How do you know?
I spent quite a few loops with him. In many loops, we were good friends. And in many loops, I was his prisoner. So I know him well.
I see.
Lucy, in those thousands of loops when you were alone, did you meet anyone who left a deep impression on you?
Not really. The loop is too short to build a deep connection with anyone. So I should say. Apart from you, I haven't met anyone else worth remembering. So, Cheems. Even though there's still no progress with Baxter, I've actually been quite happy these past few days. It reminds me a bit of the beginning, when you took me around to explore the loop. Thank you.
You are welcome.
So, how about?
Ladies and gentlemen, our search results are in.
Oh. So, officer, where does he live? What's his occupation? Does he have any past records?
Mr. Cheems, I'm afraid I have to tell you. We haven't found any information about this person in any of our channels.
No match. For this person? How could that be? Your police department has a database with the basic information of everyone in the world. There's no match at all?
How do you know that? Well, we indeed didn't find that person's information in our database. Also, we checked all the camera data in Night City over the past 5 years and couldn't find him either. Night City's surveillance is quite advanced. If he has been active here, it's impossible for him to completely avoid all the cameras.
So the only possibility left is plastic surgery or being undocumented. Wait, officer. Does your department have instruments that can detect if someone has had plastic surgery?
Yes, every suspect or relevant individual who comes into the station undergoes plastic surgery identification to prevent anyone from slipping through the cracks.
And if they are detected?
Whether or not they have committed a crime, they will be detained and interrogated. Altering one's appearance is a serious offense in this city. McDream will not allow anyone to change their appearance.
So he couldn't have had plastic surgery. Otherwise, the officer wouldn't have let him go.
What if he's an undocumented individual?
If he's undocumented, we won't detain him unless he has committed a crime. We would just advise him to register his personal information, but I think that's not very likely. After all, he's over 40. If he has never registered his personal information, it's hard to imagine how he has survived in today's society. Are you sure this person really exists?
I'm sure.
That is quite strange. After all, based on the current clues, he seems like someone who never existed in the first place.
This lead has also come to a dead end. We still haven't found the key.
No. We have already grasped the key, Lucy. To be honest, I didn't really believe before that his past would have anything to do with the loop. But now it seems that his past is very likely to have been deliberately hidden, and the reason for hiding the past is very likely to be related to loop.
But how can we get it out? I feel it's too difficult to gain his trust.
Lucy, we have one last method.
What method?
Be the bad guy for once.
Andy!
My name is Cheems. This is my 7,968th loop. Now, let's have a good talk.
Let go of my daughter. I brought the money as you said.
Very well. But we've changed our minds. We don't want the money. If you tell us about your past, we'll let your daughter go.
Why do you want to know about my past?
That's none of your concern. Either you tell us, or she dies. Your choice.
All right. Then go ahead and shoot. Kill her.
What are you saying? Do you think I won't do it?
I know you will. But both you and I know that it's meaningless.
Meaningless? What do you mean?
Because I think both you and I should be clear. This is a looping world.
What? How? How could you?
Don't come any closer.
Calm down.
I said don't come any closer.
What on earth is going on? We didn't mention the loop this time. How did he know? Could he be a looper too?
Never mind. Let's chase after him first.
Amy? Amy? Can you hear me?
He's dead.
He's not dead yet. It's still possible to save him if we take him back now.
How can we save him? We can't go to the hospital.
I've studied medicine in the loop, so I can take him to your place and go buy some bandages and medicine. But do we really need to save him? Because even if we save him, he'll just be barely alive. Since he's a looper too, why not wait until the next loop?
Thank you. But I want to know, why did you save us? Don't come any closer. I said don't come any closer.
No. We saved him.
No immediate danger to life. But whether he'll wake up, and when he'll wake up, is still unknown.
Now we can only wait.
And then, what about her?
Right. Can we ask her some questions now? Actually, I have some questions I want to ask her.
Questions?
Do you remember? She mentioned something before.
How did I get here? Weren't we just in that strange house?
What house?
Just.
Amy.
But Baxter interrupted her, so we didn't get to ask clearly. After all, she's Baxter's daughter, and I think she might know something.
Unfortunately, that won't work.
Why not?
I've already tried taking her to ask questions alone, but she's quite timid. Without Baxter by her side, she would become extremely scared and even out of control in no time. So now I'll just take her upstairs and let her sleep for a while. With Baxter's situation, if we remove her chip, it might be quite troublesome.
Understood. Let's do it your way then.
That is quite strange. After all, based on the current clues, he seems like someone who never existed in the first place.
But I'm sorry. We have to leave.
All right.
Good job. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've brought them to my place. I hope no helicopter comes to strafe us to death.
Even if it does, it won't be that quick. There are few assassins before 6 in the evening. We have at least 6 hours. But if he still hasn't woken up by then, I think we can just give up.
Is that so? Lucy? You should be excited about the new development, but I feel like you seem a bit uneasy.
In the over 200 loops I interacted with him, no matter what happened, even in life-threatening situations, he never revealed that he knew about the loop. I really can't think of a reason why he would hide it. So I always felt something was off.
Well, I don't think so.
Where am I?
At my place.
Where's my daughter?
She's fine, sleeping upstairs. I only used her to threaten you in a moment of urgency. We won't harm her, so you can rest easy. Why didn't you just kill us? You had the gun.
Because it's a loop. Killing is pointless.
Shouldn't it be easier to kill in a loop? You'd just come back to life the next day. And I saw you didn't hesitate to kill that other person later on. Since you know it's a loop, why didn't you tell us earlier? Why keep doing the same things? Do you have some kind of agenda?
Lucy. Let me answer for you. You're aware of loop. But you're not a looper, are you?
How many times have you looped?
I've looped nearly 8,000 times, she's looped 4,000.
That many? You're right. I'm not a looper. For me, this is my first loop.
You don't have loop memories? Then how do you know it's a loop?
Baxter. I know you don't remember, but we've interacted with you many times, yet you never mentioned knowing about the loop to us. Even when we revealed ourselves and offered to help, you didn't say a word. It was only this time, to distract us for Amy's sake, that you spoke up. So I know you harbor extreme distrust towards us, but you don't mean us any harm, or you would have shot then, right? I've been thinking about a question all along. That is, why you are so reluctant to open up to us. And what exactly do you want to do? At first, I thought you just didn't trust us and simply wanted to get rid of us to hide somewhere on your own. Because in one loop, when we offered to protect you, you told us. Leave? Where are you going?
To a safe place.
But then it hit me. In an even earlier loop, we had secretly followed you. After you were targeted for assassination, you didn't stay anywhere. Even though you knew how dangerous it was outside, you kept wandering around with Amy, aimlessly. As if you were searching for something. So I think the situation is like this. You have a particular purpose, but you probably don't know how to achieve it, which is why you've been wandering around outside. And the reason you don't trust us is that if we knew about this purpose, it might be risky for you, because you can't be sure whether we are friends or foes, right?
You're talking about things I don't know. After all, I don't know what happened in the previous loops, and I certainly don't know what I was thinking at the time.
So, is my conclusion correct? About you having a purpose?
So what?
So, let's talk about our purpose as well. Our only goal is to help her escape the loop. And you are our only hope. We don't want to harm you, and we have no ill intentions. The reason we kidnapped Amy was simply because we had no other choice. Although I don't know what your purpose is, does it conflict with our goal?
No.
Then, how about we make a deal? You help us find a way out of the loop, and we'll help you achieve your purpose. What do you think? I know you're still suspicious of our intentions. In every loop, because you don't have loop memories, you just keep dying from assassinations, never achieving your purpose even once. You can keep refusing, but this will just keep repeating endlessly, which is meaningless for all of us. Do you really want it to be like this forever?
What are your names?
Cheems.
Lucy.
In any case, tell me what happened in the previous loops first.
That's about it.
I understand.
So, can you tell us what you know?
All right. But I'm afraid it might disappoint you, because I have amnesia.
You have amnesia?
To be precise, I don't have complete amnesia. I've lost part of my memory. In the early hours of this morning, I suddenly woke up in an empty district, with no one around, just me. So I immediately tried to recall what had happened, but then I suddenly realized I had lost my memory of the past 20 years. I know who I am, and I know I'm 42 now, but I can't remember anything that happened in the past 20 years. It's as if I suddenly time traveled from the past to now. But even though I've forgotten almost everything, I found that I could still recall some extremely vague memory fragments. And among these fragments, the clearest is Amy. Amy is the only relative I can remember. So I wanted to find her, but I couldn't even remember where my home was, let alone where she might be now. So, I just wandered around the city. When dawn came, I received the call asking me to go to the bar. When I rushed there, I saw you all.
So, you don't know why you entered the loop or why you're being targeted for assassination?
Right.
Then how do you know it's a loop?
It's hard to explain, and you probably won't believe me. But I sensed it was a loop for my subconscious.
Subconscious? What do you mean?
For example, it's like hearing a song you haven't listened to in a long time. Even though you've forgotten the name of the song, you can still feel that you've heard it before. And the moment I laid eyes on this world, I had that feeling.
Wait, so you're saying?
Yes, I think, in my previous life, the part of my memory that I lost, I had encountered loops. So even though I lost my memory, but I can still sense that I'm in a loop.
Wait, you've encountered loops in your previous life? Does that mean you've been stuck in other loops besides this one?
I can't be sure. After all, I have amnesia.
There might be other loops.
So how did you know we're loopers too?
That was a guess. After all, you two are so special. It's not surprising that I made that assumption.
Huh? What do you mean? How did I figure it out?
Don't you see it yourselves? There are two sets of numbers above your heads.
Huh?
There is 6,750 written on your head. She has 675,000 written on her head.
What?
How? How could that be?
I've seen other people before I came here, but none of them had it. So I guess that you two probably know about the loop, and it turned out to be true. Because of those numbers, I stood at the door for a long time before coming in. Wait, you really can't see them yourselves?
Not at all. 6,750. 6,750,000. Could these be the number of loops? But they don't seem to match.
I just feel like what you're saying is too strange. Amnesia, sensing the loop, seeing numbers. Do you have to have all the strange things in the world?
Don't you think we're already strange enough being in the loop? A few more strange things wouldn't make much difference.
I don't really believe you.
I don't ask you to believe it either.
Lucy. We'll keep what you said in mind. Although we're not quite sure if this has anything to do with escaping the loop, let's think about it for now. So, what exactly do you want to do?
I am looking for something.
Something? What kind of thing?
To be honest, I don't know either. In my memory, besides Amy, I also have an extremely vague impression of something. I don't know what it is, I just know it's very important, and I have to find it. And it's hidden in a huge curtain of darkness.
A huge curtain of darkness? What do you mean by curtain? Like a movie screen?
I'm not sure. It could also be a piece of cloth. But I'm certain that it is hidden within the curtain.
Are you really not just messing with us? How are we supposed to help you like this?
Lucy. What he says is true. I know what he means by the curtain. The butterfly effect, a chaotic phenomenon, can cause significant chain reactions between things. For a long time after recognizing the butterfly effect, I didn't study it carefully. The reason is simple. I like repetitive and fixed things. I don't like changes. This kind of life lasted for a long time. Until one day, I had an idea. What if I created a big enough chaos, so big that everyone's life would undergo changes at the level of the butterfly effect? Would something interesting happen under such a huge amount of changes? On the 2000th loop anniversary, I decided to give it a try. I started causing trouble at dawn. I planted bombs in 20 districts, set fires everywhere, and used every method I could think of to make the whole city chaotic. Millions of people were affected. But until 9 in the evening, nothing particularly unusual had happened. Until I was about to end this sinful loop. I noticed something appearing in the distance. A huge curtain of darkness engulfed the city. I thought I was mistaken at first, but it was just there, quietly existing, with a dark blue light flickering on it. I stood there in a daze for a long time, and then I walked towards it involuntarily. But when I was just one step away from it, it suddenly disappeared. It was as if it was my hallucination.
How could something like this exist? This is the real world.
So, Baxter, the giant screen you're talking about, is this it? This place has a good view. Let's wait here. No matter where it appears, we can spot it in the first place. Are you all right?
I'm not dead yet. Is it really okay to leave it all to her? Didn't you say you've been causing that butterfly effect since early morning? It's already afternoon. Is there enough time?
Don't worry. I believe she can definitely do it.
You trust her a lot.
After all, we've been through thousands of loops together, and we definitely need to assign someone to protect you. Otherwise, if you get assassinated, all our efforts will be in vain.
Is that so?
Baxter, even though I know you haven't actually experienced the loop yet, I still want to ask you. Do you want to escape the loop?
For me, there are only 3 important things now. The first is to find that thing in the curtain, the second is to protect Amy, and the third is to retrieve my own memory. As for whether to escape the loop, I don't know.
Come to think of it, you actually let Amy stay at my place. Aren't you worried about her?
Since I'm constantly being targeted for assassination, wouldn't it be more dangerous for her to be with me? And since this is a loop, no matter whether she lives or dies, everything will be the same in the next loop.
Do you really remember nothing at all? What is that thing in the curtain? Why is it hidden in the curtain?
I really don't know. My memory is like being covered in a fog. I can't see anything clearly. But my intuition tells me that I have to find it. That's all.
Intuition. So, do you have any clues or leads about why you have amnesia?
Do you really want to hear it?
Of course.
Actually, I'm suspecting that it was you guys who made me lose my memory.
Huh?
Even though I can't remember now, I'm almost certain that there was something important in the memory I lost. So, my memory was probably taken away on purpose for some reason. And the only ones who could do something like this are probably you guys who also know about the loop. So, my previous self probably had the same idea, which is why I didn't trust you.
Your memory might have been taken away by someone?
It's just a guess.
So why did you end up trusting us in the end?
Did I ever say I trusted you? It's just a cooperation.
So if we successfully make the curtain appear and get that thing from the curtain for you, would you trust us then?
Let me put it another way. Do you trust me now?
Aye.
Someone's coming.
There's no other way. Number 7. Why are there so few people coming to assassinate in this loop?
Cheems. It's here.
Lucy.
Unbelievable. What on earth is this?
Baxter, are you sure this is the curtain you're looking for? Baxter?
Yes, I need to go in.
Go in? How do we go in? Can it just pass through directly?
You don't need to follow. I'll go. After all, he said it would disappear if he got close to it.
Lucy. You go ahead, but do you know what will happen once you go in?
I don't know. But I think if the outcome is good, I should be able to come out alive.
I understand. Good luck.
Then I'm off. Thank you.
It's gone. It seems that no one else can see this giant screen, only we can see it.
Anyway, well done, Lucy. How did you manage that?
I hacked into the bank and slightly altered everyone's account balances. Turned the rich into paupers and the paupers into millionaires.
That's it?
Of course. After all, money is enough to change everything in this world.
Is that so?
Cheems. I remember asking you a long time ago. Is it possible that this isn't the butterfly effect at all? You already knew that the butterfly effect would bring the giant screen, but you didn't tell me about its existence at the time. Why?
Let's talk about that later.
All right. So, what do you think about what he said?
Do you think he's lying?
What he said is just too bizarre. Even if he didn't lie completely, I think he at least told part of it. Could he be hiding some kind of conspiracy? Cheems? Cheems! Cheems, are you okay?
Lucy? Wait. How did I get back here? Weren't we just over there?
You suddenly fainted just now.
Fainted?
After you fainted, I checked your physical condition, and there were no external injuries. But no matter how I called you, you wouldn't wake up until the loop ended.
What? Baxter? How is Baxter?
Not long after you fainted, the curtain disappeared. When I went to look for him, I found he was already dead.
Dead? So, did we fail?
I don't know.
What's the situation now?
Cheems, just to be sure, let me confirm with you again. In every loop, this doorbell won't ring, right?
My name is Cheems. This is my 7,969th loop. In this infinite loop, for a long time, I thought that Lucy and I were the only two loopers in existence. Until now. I have met the third one.
Cheems, are you all right?
I'm fine.
I thought you guys would welcome me a bit more.
What on earth did you do? Why did Cheems faint as soon as you went in?
You fainted?
Didn't you do it?
No. What I did should have nothing to do with you.
So now, you're a looper too?
If it weren't the case, I wouldn't be standing here now.
Why? How do you have the memory of a looper? Is this something that can be manipulated? You're not hiding anything, are you?
I will explain to you. At this point, I also need your help.
Why at this point? What just happened?
Because just now, after entering the giant screen, I've discovered something extremely important. Cheems. Are you really sure?
Yes.
You coward! A coward who surrendered in that green. Have you forgotten the oath we made together before?
That was just a dream of a child. We should all wake up.
You...
Forget it. Everyone has their own aspirations. Let him be.
You just go and be a coward for the rest of your life. But let me tell you, Cheems, you'll never escape. Never.
Cheems? Are you really okay?
What just happened?
Just now, nothing really happened. We just sat on the sofa, getting ready to listen to Baxter, and then we saw you seem to freeze.
Is that so? I seem to have zoned out for a bit. Some strange images also seem to flash through my mind.
Strange images?
Yes. And now I feel a bit of a headache, but every loop should reset my physical condition. What on earth?
Cheems, didn't you also encounter the giant screen in your previous loops? Did your head hurt then?
No. Never mind. Let's get back to the main topic. So, what's inside the giant screen? Why did you suddenly gain the memory of the loop?
These two questions are essentially the same, so I'll answer them together. First, after I entered the giant screen, I found myself in another space. The only thing I can be sure of is that this is definitely not the real world. The entire space is enveloped in endless darkness, as if I were in a universe. But soon, I noticed something was off behind me, so I turned around and saw a blue light orb. I knew I had to get close to it, so I walked towards it. And just as I touched it, suddenly, it emitted a dazzling white light that engulfed me. After that, I lost consciousness. When I woke up again, I found myself back at the dock where I woke up yesterday. But I still clearly remembered everything from the last loop and what I experienced with you all. I didn't lose my memory.
So, that light orb can turn someone into a looper? How could such a thing exist?
Wait, if we keep triggering the curtain and find that light orb, couldn't we mass-produce loopers?
Unfortunately, the light orb can only be used once, and only by me.
Why?
Because I made that light orb.
What?
To be precise, it was made by me during the period when I lost my memory. That's also why I knew I had to get close to it.
Wait, did you remember your past?
No. But just like the loop, I was so familiar with that light orb that the moment I saw it, I knew it was something I had made before.
So why did past you make something like this? And why hide it in such a hard-to-find place like the giant screen?
I just can't figure this out. What was past me thinking, and what was I planning to do?
I think, maybe it was like this. Past you knew you would enter the loop in the future, but you couldn't become a looper with repeated memories, so you made this light orb in advance, right?
Past me knew I would enter the loop. So I was aware that I would enter the loop. No, I might have even entered the loop on purpose.
What do you mean? I didn't quite catch that.
Lucy, Cheems, I might need to find someone to ask.
Who are you going to ask?
Someone who is most likely to know about my past.
This time we have to kill him!
This is the first time we're killing him outside the bar. I'm a bit out of the habit. But Lucy, you actually found such a secluded abandoned armory to get the gun, a place I didn't even know about.
I'm not like someone who works irregularly.
I'm just enjoying life reasonably.
I always feel that we are getting closer and closer to the truth of the loop. If we can just find it, we should be able to.
Lucy, I've been thinking about something.
What's up?
I'm worried that Amy might have amnesia too.
This?
After all, she's Baxter's daughter. There must be some deep connection between them. So if she has amnesia as well, then we won't have any clues at all.
Come to think of it, why did he lose his memory in the first place? Is it related to the loop? But we didn't lose our memory either.
In any case, we'll know once we ask.
Dad.
Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Where are we? How did I get here? Weren't we just in that strange house?
Amy, Dad has some questions for you. Can you tell me what happened before?
Before? You took me to a blue house and had me put something on my head, and then I don't know what happened.
What did you put on?
I don't know either.
Amy, do you remember anything before that?
What do you mean?
In other words, do you have amnesia? Can you still remember what happened before?
I don't have amnesia. Of course I remember.
She doesn't have amnesia.
Amy, can you tell Dad about what's happened these years? Especially what you remember me doing every day and what I've done.
What Dad does every day? I don't want to.
Why? This is important. Don't be naughty, okay?
Dad is a bad guy.
Why did she run away? We need to bring her back.
Wait. I'll go alone. You guys rest first. I'll find you after it's done.
But...
Cheems. Let Baxter go. Let them have a good talk.
All right. Remember to let us know if anything happens, and don't forget that there are people around who want to kill you at any time.
Okay.
Cheems, Amy is probably just having a tantrum with her dad. You don't need to follow so closely. Let them sort it out themselves.
You're so laid back. How do you know it's just a tantrum and not for some other reason? The clue is right in front of us now.
Because I've been through that too. I understand, it's okay.
All right. We'll just have to wait.
You seem a bit anxious. It's not like you. Don't you always say that since there's a loop, everything can be taken slowly? Why are you?
Lucy, I want to talk to you.
What's up?
Actually, since this loop started, I've felt that something is off.
Is it about Baxter and Amy?
No. It's about me. To put it simply, I have two really good friends. We've been together since childhood. One is named Alex, and the other is Ben. I don't know if you still remember, but on the night we had that falling out, I probably mentioned them to you as well.
I remember every word you said.
All right. Then, in the early hours of this morning, a strange image suddenly flashed through my mind. The content was basically that we had an argument, and they wanted to cut ties with me. But in my memory, our relationship has always been great, and I've never had any conflicts with them. That image has never actually happened in reality, nor could it.
So you're having hallucinations? Considering your headache today, I think that's very likely.
I don't know. But that's just the beginning. What I'm about to say is the real point. As I was carefully recalling that image, I suddenly realized a problem. We used to contact each other almost every day, but in these 8,000 loops, I never once went to find them, not even the thought of going to see them ever crossed my mind.
This?
Yes, After entering the loop, they were like the elephant in the room. Clearly I remembered them, and there were no issues in our relationship. Yet I just couldn't bring myself to think of going to find them. After realizing this, if I connected with that image.
Could it be that you too?
So, Lucy, could you come with me to find them?
Amy! 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 Are you mad at me?
You promised.
What?
Yesterday you said that if I go into that blue house, you would take me to the amusement park afterward. Trying to back out again.
Did I?
You did. I don't want to talk to you. You're always like this, only thinking about your work, never spending time with me.
Amy, let's go to the amusement park right now, and I'll do whatever you want, okay?
Really?
Really?
Well, I should tell you what I want to do first.
Of course.
I want to ride the Ferris wheel, carousel, rowboat, roller coaster, bumper cars, water slide, flying saucer, pirate ship, and haunted house, and then eat fries, fried chicken, cotton candy, hot dogs, ice cream, and strawberry milkshakes. Is it really okay if I just have these little requests?
No. No problem.
This is where I grew up.
It looks really run down.
Yeah, it's a slum after all. People who come here are probably all down on their luck. I lived here for a long time too.
I see.
Something's off. I feel like something is not right. Alex. Ben.
Cheems, why did you come to find us? Is there any work to do?
No. I just wanted to come see you guys.
Oh, then how about joining us for a meal? And who is this? Your girlfriend!
This is my friend. We just ate something. We won't join.
Alright then, we'll go on our own.
Wait, actually I have some questions I want to ask you.
What is the question?
Did you ever say something like this to me?
How was the fun?
Yeah, but why didn't Dad come up and sit?
Well...
In the previous loops, we found that if you get on a vehicle or anything related to machinery, it would cause an accident, so we should avoid it as much as possible in the future.
Dad is a bit of a coward, so he doesn't dare to sit.
I see. It's okay, Dad. I'll protect you. Let's sit again.
Amy, how about we play a running game? How about I chase you, and if I catch you, I win, okay?
Okay, you'll never catch me. Dad, you're running too slow.
This place should be empty for now. You win.
Hee hee. Dad, you never play with me like this normally.
I didn't, even before?
After all, you're never home, always busy with work. Mom left early, and I'm always alone at home.
I'm sorry. If we could leave, I would definitely.
What?
Amy, Dad has something to tell you. I have amnesia.
Amnesia? That's why that uncle asked me if I had amnesia, because Dad has amnesia? But don't you still remember me?
It's just that, apart from you, I can hardly remember anything else. So now, I'm confused about a lot of things. The only person I can think of who might know about my experiences is you. Can you help Dad?
So that's how it is. No wonder Dad doesn't remember. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been so willful.
It's okay. Amy, from now on, I'll play with you more often, okay?
Yeah.
So, Dad has a few questions for you. First, do you remember what Dad's job is?
Well, I'm not quite sure specifically, but you once mentioned that you do scientific research.
Research on what?
It's something about the brain, I think. I'm not quite sure either.
The brain. The brain.
Are you out of your mind? When did we ever tell you that?
Ever since you moved out, you seem a bit off.
I feel like something is not right. Is that so? Then it might just be my hallucination.
Come to think of it, Cheems, where do you live now?
Me? I live in a high-rise apartment in the city center now.
A high-rise apartment? That must cost tens of millions. Where did you get the money? You didn't rob a bank, did you? And you didn't even take us with you.
How could I? I just... Wait. Where did I get the money?
Forget about the brain for now. Do you know where Dad works?
This. I asked you, but you didn't want to say. All I know is that it should be a very, very rich big company.
No. At the beginning of each loop, I would find myself back on the bed in that apartment. But that apartment wasn't one I bought during the loop, it was one I owned before the loop even began. Yet before the loop, I was always living in the slums. There's no way I could have bought that apartment. What on earth?
When I came, I checked your file. Your name is Cheems, 19 years old. No criminal record in the past. You've been drifting in society without a proper job since you graduated from school last year. A week ago, you received an unknown sponsorship and bought a house and a car in the city center.
Unknown. Funding. What is that?
Big company.
So, do you have any clues or leads about why you have amnesia?
Even though I can't remember now, I'm almost certain that there was something important in the memory I lost. So, my memory was probably taken away on purpose for some reason.
Dad?
Amy, is there anything else special? In your memory, has Dad done or said anything particularly unusual?
Why has my memory never brought up this funding? No, the biggest problem isn't that I can't remember, it's that I've never even realized that this is a problem. Just like not going to find them.
This. I can't think of anything special right away. But yesterday afternoon, when you took me into that blue house, you seemed to say a few things I didn't quite understand.
What did I say?
You said, only by sacrificing everything and turning into fire can we put an end to all of this.
I'm sorry, Amy.
What's wrong, Dad?
I've involved you in this too.
I don't know what's going on, but it's okay, Dad. No matter what you want to do, I'll be with you.
Dad knows what he has to do. Only the two of us can do this. And it's just the two of us left.
Baxter, I have a lot I want to tell you.
Cheems, Lucy, I need you to protect us, to survive a loop.
What?
After that, you'll be able to escape the loop.
My name is Cheems. This is my 7998th loop. In this unimportant loop, I'm facing what might be the most important choice of my life. That is, escaping loop.
Cheems, I'm here. Where did you go?
I went out. For a walk.
A walk? Just come back early after your walk. Baxter is almost here.
Yeah, I know.
I need you to protect us to survive a loop. After that, you'll be able to escape the loop.
After that day, another 29 loops passed. And in the next loop, we might be about to put an end to all of this. How to keep Baxter alive is a question I've pondered for dozens of loops, so by the time I started trying to solve it again, my plan was already basically complete. Up to now, Baxter's deaths have come from only two sources: assassination by people, or accidents involving objects, like nuclear bombs or plane crashes. The only unusual death was the time he entered the giant screen, but based on our three-way discussion and Lucy's recollection of what happened, we concluded that Baxter most likely died from blood loss that time. No other factor was involved. And across those hundreds of deaths we observed, we first confirmed a crucial premise. That is, Baxter's death doesn't involve anything supernatural. The assassins used conventional weapons like guns and knives to kill Baxter, and plane crashes and nuclear strikes are all events that can happen in reality. Baxter isn't killed by magic, curses, or any other phenomenon we can't understand. And this gave us a lot of confidence. Since all the assassination methods follow real-world rules, we could definitely find a solution through repeated loops. The first problem we wanted to solve was the assassins. This was also the most common cause of Baxter's death. Lucy and I aren't superhumans. Even with the experience of looping, it's hard for two people to take down a never-ending stream of assassins. And at that moment, I suddenly thought of a special experience. In the loop where we summoned the giant screen, Baxter and I encountered very few assassins. By nearly 8 in the evening, only 7 people had come for Baxter. Although we didn't understand the principle, we immediately thought that the existence of the giant screen might reduce the number of assassins. So we began to try to summon the giant screen. After some effort, we found that the giant screen could still be summoned. But the number of assassins coming for Baxter did not decrease. Since it wasn't the giant screen, there must be another reason. As we carefully recalled what happened in that loop, we noticed something different from other loops. In that cycle, Baxter encountered the assassin and was seriously injured. After being hit by a nuclear bomb, Lucy and I confirmed that only the loops where we entered the bunker would suffer a nuclear strike. In previous loops, even at the same time point, we wouldn't encounter a nuclear bomb. At that time, I didn't understand the reason behind it, but now, when I connect these two clues, everything finally makes sense. That is, the assassinations Baxter faces are dynamically adjusted based on his condition. To put it more simply, the harder it is to kill Baxter, the stronger the assassination attempts become. For example, after we entered the bunker, since the assassins couldn't get in, a nuclear strike would occur. And when Baxter was injured, because his condition was so poor, the number of assassins would decrease significantly. And with that, an idea I've had for a long time can finally be put into action. That is, exploiting the time difference. Lucy.
Cheems.
Where's Baxter?
He took Amy out to get something to eat.
Can't you just let me go by it? If something happens to him, it'll have to be delayed for another cycle.
Don't worry, Baxter can handle the assassins before 6 in the evening on his own now.
Alright, then we'll wait for him to come back.
A high-rise apartment. That must cost tens of millions. Where did you get the money?
After that, besides researching how to keep Baxter alive, I've also been thinking about something. That is, my memory issue. One confirmed fact is that I have amnesia. I can't remember when I bought this house, and I can't be sure whether that image is real or not. And after I met Baxter, I told him about my situation. In short, that's about it. I probably also lost some memories like you did. Do you know anything about this?
I don't know about your past. Why do you think I would know something?
Because until now, I never realized I had amnesia. Even when I heard what the officer said before, I never gave it a thought. But ever since I fainted in the last loop, my head has started to hurt for no reason, and those images have appeared. I think it's very likely related to your light orb.
I'm not sure, Cheems. The light orb should only work on me.
But,
however, Cheems, I think what I can confirm to you is, after you escape the loop, you will find your true memories.
Baxter's words were very vague, and no matter how I asked, I couldn't get any further information out of him. But I wasn't willing to just let it go. So, I asked Alex and Ben a few more times. After that, I went to the police department's database to look up information about the house and the funding, but all to no avail. There were just too few clues. After all, amnesia means there's no intelligence to analyze. However, there were still two noteworthy points from the limited clues.
A week ago, you received an unknown sponsorship and bought a house and a car in the city center.
You coward! A coward who surrendered to Macri.
Surrender. Funding. There must be something wrong here. But I really can't figure out the connection. And every time I think carefully, my head starts to hurt for no reason. Do I have to wait until the loop ends to know everything? But hi. What are you doing?
Going through my memories from these thousands of loops again.
Can you remember everything?
Of course.
That's quite exaggerated. Now I can only remember about 1/5 of it.
You can't calculate it like that. Didn't you have 3,000 loops where you were slacking off? If you subtract those, the valuable memories you can recall are probably 1/3.
Unfortunately, most of the loops I remember are those worthless 3,000 loops. And who says those loops are worthless? I think those loops were quite fun.
I didn't notice. Speaking of which, I actually followed you a few times before I came to find you.
Followed? Me?
Yes, because I wanted to see what you're like now. I thought with your abilities, you'd notice me soon, but I didn't expect that you'd just lie in the bar drinking every day. And when you got excited, you'd take off your clothes and sing and dance.
Enough, enough. You're right, that was indeed worthless, so stop talking about it. But don't you doubt that I'm not reliable now?
Never.
Why?
Because I trust you.
Don't worry. I believe she can definitely do it.
You trust her a lot.
It seems we're the same.
However, Cheems, I think it would be good for you to review it in your mind too, to make it more vivid.
Why?
Maybe it will be useful after we get out.
Is that so? What will we become after we get out?
Cheems.
It seems they're back.
Yes.
Sorry, Amy just said she wanted to get something to eat, so I took her.
It's okay.
This is Brother Cheems and Sister Lucy.
Hello, brother and sister. Dad, why are we here?
Dad has some things to talk with them. How about letting Sister take you upstairs to take a nap first? Dad will come find you later.
Okay.
Then, let's go.
In these dozens of loops, Baxter has been with us, looking for ways to keep himself alive. But apart from that, there's something he does in every loop. That is, to save Amy. After actually interacting with him for a while, I realized just how extraordinary his learning ability is. With a complex firearm like a sniper rifle, He only needed 2 or 3 loops to become a crack shot. He memorized all the gun locations and intelligence after just one mention, and it seems he used to work in scientific research and information technology, and in this area, he has even surpassed Lucy, who can hack into banks. His only disadvantage is his relatively poor combat skills. But that's just because he hasn't been a looper for long. If given a few more loops, I'm afraid Lucy and I would be wiped out without a trace. Baxter is not a difficult person to get along with. The more we interacted with him, the more familiar we became. If I were to make a simple analysis of his personality, I'd say he's rational, cautious, and calm. And there's one key, yet most annoying trait: he's a riddler. During the time he became a looper, we asked him many crucial questions. For example, whether he had regained his memory, why he entered loop, what the giant screen and the light orb were about, what he knew, what had happened before, and that most critical question: why did he say that if we keep him alive through a loop, we could escape? But for our questions, he never gave us a straightforward answer. Instead, he chose to remain silent. I don't think he has an obligation to share everything he knows with us, but since we all have the same goal, he should at least share some basic information with us. So in one loop, Lucy and I couldn't take it anymore. Baxter, if you really want to live, can you just tell us the truth? Stop hiding things. Only that one time, he answered us seriously.
I'm not answering you not because I don't want to, but because you can't know those things.
Why can't we know?
It's to protect you. You're not like me. In every sense.
I can't figure out exactly where we differ, nor do I understand why we need his protection. But his attitude is so firm that we have no choice but to give up questioning him. However, a doubt in my heart is growing bigger and bigger. Can he really be trusted?
Amy, you should take a nap first. Your dad will come find you later.
Sister, how did you and Dad meet? I've never seen you guys before.
We're kind of his bodyguards.
Bodyguards? Sister, are you really good at fighting?
Well, I'm pretty good.
That's amazing. Can you teach me how to fight? I want to protect Dad too.
Sure. If we get the chance.
Sister?
You have to sleep well and be a good girl, or I won't teach you.
Okay.
Why do I feel like she's familiar? Amy's asleep.
It's always a hassle for you. Amy seems to listen to you a bit more. If I go, she'll probably fuss for another 10 or 15 minutes.
It's okay, I kind of like her. Then, let's get started. The reason I called everyone here early this morning is probably clear to you all. After these 30 or so loops, I believe we have made ample preparations and contingency plans for all the prerequisites and details of the Baxter survival plan. Then, as we agreed before, in the next loop, we will make the formal attempt. Does anyone have any objections?
I have no problem.
How about Cheems?
I have no objections.
Then, let's start our final strategy meeting. That's about it. The overall framework is still what we've been doing all along. I've just made a few minor adjustments to the details. Does anyone have any questions?
It's a perfect plan, Lucy.
Then, that's it for today. Since there's so much to do in the next loop, let's take a break in this loop and let our brains rest.
Amy, wake up.
Dad? You guys talked for so long.
Come on, I'll take you to get something to eat, and then we'll go to the amusement park.
Amusement park, yay!
You seem to take Amy to the amusement park every time you have a break.
After all, that's where she wants to go the most. And this is the last thing I can do for her.
Why is it the last? If we can escape the loop, wouldn't there still be a chance?
Ha. You're right. So, Amy and I will head out first.
Baxter, I have one last question for you. As long as you survive, we will definitely all escape the loop, right?
Yes.
I understand.
See you in the next loop.
Then, it's just us.
Yeah. You should go back and rest quickly, there's a lot to do in the next loop.
Cheems. Want to go out and have some fun together? Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we met at the start of our second loop.
4,000 times already. So, it seems like it's about to end. If the plan for the next loop goes smoothly, we'll leave the loop.
That's bad.
What?
By saying it like that, you've already set the flag. The plan is definitely going to fail.
Well, is that so? Then I better not say it. So, have you made up your mind?
What?
Escaping the loop.
I promised I'd help you escape the loop.
No, I'm not asking if you're willing to help me. I'm asking what you think. Do you want to escape the loop? According to what Baxter has said, if the plan succeeds, you'll leave the loop too.
To be honest, I don't trust Baxter that much. You know his attitude, always speaking in vague terms.
What if it's true?
We've talked about this a lot.
So, what's your answer now?
Lucy, I've told you before why I don't want to escape the loop. The loop saved me. It freed me from a miserable life. It brought me so many beautiful possibilities. It still does, even now. But lately, I'm not as firm in my belief as I used to be. Didn't you ask me before why I didn't tell you about the giant screen? I'll answer you now. The giant screen is clearly something beyond the understanding of the real world. If the giant screen really exists, then is this world still the real world? And if this world is fake, then is the happiness and joy I've always had real? So all along, I've been avoiding this issue. I pretended I didn't know, pretended I forgot about it. Until I met Baxter. The giant screen, the light orb, the assassinations, and my amnesia. Too many unreasonable things have happened in loop. Now, I can't convince myself anymore that this is a normal, beautiful world. So, I don't know what to do. Actually, I envy you, Lucy.
Envy me?
From the moment I met you until now, your conviction has always been so unwavering, without a hint of doubt. Unlike me, I'm being pulled back and forth and can't even figure out what I truly want anymore.
Do you regret it?
Regret what?
Regret meeting me. If I hadn't appeared in the loop, you probably wouldn't have found Baxter, and none of the subsequent events would have happened. You wouldn't have this tormenting feeling, right? Maybe without me, you really could have lived happily in the loop forever, just as you said.
I don't regret it.
Why not?
Because the time I spent with you was the happiest. After saying all this, I was just venting. Let's go, it's time to head back. There's still a lot to do in the next loop. Reddit.
Cheems. Let's stay in the loop.
Huh? What did you say?
If you haven't decided whether to escape the loop yet, maybe there's no need to rush. We can try when you're ready.
But haven't you always wanted to escape the loop as soon as possible?
I do want to escape the loop, but I also want to wait for you to make up your mind. Not to do something you don't want to do, like now.
It's not that I don't want to do it. What about Baxter? What about him?
Well, let him die a few more times. He should be used to it by now. He's always so mysterious. I think he's a bit annoyed too.
What's this? What if I never make up my mind?
Then I'll keep waiting. No matter how long it takes, I'll wait for you.
Lucy, you don't seem like yourself.
As you said, people always change.
Why?
Cheems. Do you know when I was most desperate in the loop?
You've ever been desperate?
Actually, I'm not as resolute as you think. After investigating that doctor's incident, I suddenly realized that the loop is just too vast. I had no direction or goal. If I kept trying one event at a time, I might really never be able to leave the loop. My state was worse than what you saw. I despised the loop, despised the repetition of everything, and was almost on the brink of a breakdown. But you told me.
No matter what, only by understanding everything that happens in the loop can we possibly escape it, right? If you keep feeling down, you might never escape the loop.
It was just such a simple sentence that gave me the courage to face all of this again. So, Cheems, I want to give you courage too. I know you're afraid of the unknown outside the loop, afraid of losing those beautiful possibilities, afraid of facing a possibly miserable life. But I promise you, no matter what choice you make, I'll be with you. I won't leave you again, I promise.
You've left once already.
Then I won't leave you again, Cheems. Forever.
Forever?
Forever.
Then, it's time to end it. Let's go. We're going to escape the loop. My name is Cheems. This is my 7,999th loop.
Then, good luck to everyone. See you tonight.
Smooth sailing.
Since entering the loop, I haven't felt this nervous for a long time. Because if nothing goes wrong, it will be my last loop.
you.
Darn it, you got lucky.
Dad, you only have a tough mouth.
Ah, Brother Cheems is here.
Hello, brother.
Hello, Amy.
It's your turn to hide now. You have 5 minutes.
Hee hee, you'll never find me.
The food and drinks are all here.
Thank you. If I went to buy them, there's still a chance I might get poisoned. Better to be cautious today.
It's okay. Are you having so much fun?
Since we can't go to the amusement park today, I have to do something with her.
You don't look nervous at all.
Because I don't have much to do. It's up to you guys.
True.
How's the progress?
The defensive facilities are set up, and some of the explosives are installed. We should be done by this afternoon.
Good job.
It's not that hard for me. The key is still with Lucy.
Does she have any news yet?
No. She's probably still infiltrating.
I hope she succeeds.
Yeah. I hope she can. The plan to keep Baxter alive isn't complicated. To put it simply, the core of the plan lies in one point: how to do everything possible to buy time. In previous loops, we obtained a crucial piece of information. Baxter's condition affects the intensity of the assassinations. However, after 11 p.m., even though the number and intensity of assassins are significantly reduced compared to before, Lucy and I still can't withstand so many assassins. But on the flip side, as long as we can drag it out past the last hour, we can keep Baxter alive. So, we thought of a plan that had been abandoned before. The bunker plan. But while hiding in the bunker can solve the problem of assassins, it also brings something even more unsolvable: nuclear bombs. After several tests, we found that even when Baxter is injured, nuclear bombs still occur. So nuclear bombs are inevitable. But we can try to delay the time it takes for the nuclear bomb to reach the bunker. In previous loops, I had asked the mayor about nuclear bomb information. Do you know how long it would take for a nuclear missile to reach here?
Why did you ask that question?
You just needed to answer it.
There are no nuclear missile bases nearby. As far as I know, if a nuclear missile is launched from elsewhere, it would take about 40 minutes to arrive.
40 minutes. That means if we blow up the passage at 11 p.m., the nuclear missile will drop at 11:40 p.m., but that still won't keep Baxter alive. So, we came up with an idea. That is, to hack the nuclear missile launch system. Although we can use the loop to find the nuclear missile launch base, but the nuclear missile launch system isn't something that can be hacked easily, not even by Lucy. But Baxter can do it. After several loops of testing, Baxter actually managed to write a program that can hack the launch system. Although this program can't directly disable the launch system, it's enough to delay the system by about 20 minutes when it receives the nuclear strike command. And since all assassination methods follow real-world rules, the nuclear missile can't be launched forcibly. In this way, the last 20-minute gap is filled. So, we made the final division of labor based on everyone's abilities. First, I would be in charge of building the bunker's defensive works and installing the passage bombs. Baxter would go to the nearest server room before dawn to write the program. After handing the program over to Lucy, to avoid interference with my construction progress, he would stay with Amy in a well-defended abandoned high-rise before 6 p.m., dealing with assassins on his own. Lucy would drive to the nuclear missile facility alone, infiltrate the nuclear missile launch base with the program, and plug it into the launch terminal. Once Lucy succeeds, she will come back and resist the assassins with me until 11 p.m. Finally, we blow up the passage. In theory, we can keep Baxter alive. The current issue lies in whether Lucy can infiltrate the launch base alone. In previous loops, Lucy and I had successfully infiltrated together. But that was the result of our combined efforts. Whether Lucy can do it alone is still uncertain. However, for now, we can only trust her.
Dad, I'm all hidden.
Here I come.
Alright, then you guys keep playing house. I'm off to do the heavy lifting again.
Cheems.
Huh?
The question you asked me last loop, was it because you hadn't decided whether you wanted to escape the loop?
As long as you survive. We will definitely all escape the loop, right? It was at the time. But I've made up my mind now.
Is that so? That's good. And it might be a bit early to ask, but after you escape the loop, is there anything you want to do?
Want to do? I haven't really thought about it much. If I had to say, first I'd want to find my lost memories, and figure out what the loop is all about.
And after that?
I'll have to think about what comes after it happens. How would I know now? As long as we escape the loop, that's all that matters.
You have a point there.
Then I'm off.
But Cheems, escaping the loop is just the beginning.
We made it.
The timing was just right. My gun was out of bullets. If it had been a few seconds later, we would have all died there.
Now we just have to wait.
Yes. An hour. As long as we can hold on for another hour.
Yeah. An hour.
How are they?
They're fine, but you should go back and help him with his wounds. My temporary bandaging isn't very reliable.
Yes, I know. Let's go. Let's meet up with Baxter. 58 minutes. 53 minutes. 49 minutes.
You really check the time every minute.
I am a bit nervous.
You're right. I'm the same. We're here. Thankfully, we found this place inside the bunker during the second survey. This part of the bunker was originally used for living. Otherwise, we'd have to spend the last hour in the rubble.
Yes, we can take a break here.
After washing my face, I feel a bit better. Lucy?
Oh. I'm coming. Cheems.
Huh?
I don't think I've ever told you about my past.
Why bring it up now?
I told you on that night before that I'd tell you when I had the chance, but after we reconnected, we never found the right moment. Now, with less than an hour to go, although Baxter clearly said we'd all leave the loop, I still can't be sure that the outcome will be what Baxter said. Just in case, I want to tell you first. Because there's something I might want your help. Why?
Go ahead.
So, to put it simply, I grew up in an ordinary family, neither rich nor poor. Just like any other ordinary family you can think of, living a very normal life. This carefree life continued until I grew up. One day, my father suddenly disappeared. My mother looked anxious every day, though she tried to stay calm on the surface. But when groups of people started moving things out of our house, the truth couldn't be hidden anymore. My father had run up a huge gambling debt, and, realizing he couldn't pay it back, he fled, leaving my mother and me. So, the debt became ours. My mother fell ill soon after the shock and passed away. I was left to live alone. I gave up on going to college and worked various jobs for almost 6 or 7 years to pay off the debt. Although I was capable, the debt kept growing with interest. I could only just keep the debt from getting bigger, but I couldn't pay it off completely. Then, a month before the loop started, I lost my job because the company I worked for went bankrupt. I thought I'd never be able to pay off the debt now, but surprisingly, they told me they'd wait until I found a new job to continue collecting the debt. It seemed they didn't want to push me too hard, as that would make it even harder for them to get their money back. But I was tired. I didn't want to keep living this life, paying off a debt that wasn't mine and shouldn't be my responsibility. So, I didn't look for a new job. Instead, I did everything I could to experience things I'd never done before, to live the life I could have had. Then, on a very ordinary day, the loop suddenly started. That's pretty much my past. I've always been reluctant to talk about it because it's both boring and sad. But we're not so different after all.
Lucy.
You don't need to comfort me. It's all in the distant past for me now, so distant that I no longer feel sad about it.
Why didn't you run away too?
There were many reasons, but in the end, there was nowhere to run. The most direct reason was that after my dad ran off, they implanted a tracking chip in me. I couldn't get away.
So, are you just resigned to being their cash cow?
Of course not. But what could I do? My past life was a dead end. Either I kept scraping by, or I chose to end it. There was no other way. If I refused to pay, they might arrest me the next day, cut out all my organs, or subject me to any other miserable fate you can imagine. My destiny is not in my own hands, and that is indeed a very painful thing.
Lucy. There's something I really can't understand.
What?
Given what you just said about your life before the loop, why do you want to escape the loop?
Well, you might laugh at me when I say this. Because I'm angry.
Angry?
In the month before the loop, I thought about a lot of things. When I first took on the debt, I once thought I was the most miserable person in the world. But in the years I worked to pay it off, I met so many people. After that, I realized that my carefree, almost uneventful childhood was just an exception. In this world, countless people are like me, trapped by all kinds of shackles, living in pain. But why? Why, even though we all give our best, can't we live the life we want? Like you, Cheems, why were you born in the slums, spending every day with garbage?
I've never really thought about it. But, isn't this just fate? Fate can't be changed.
But I want to change it, Cheems. I'm angry at my fate. I'm also angry at the fate of others like me. I want to leave the loop, not because there's something wonderful or a happy life waiting for me outside the loop, but because I want to change my fate and the fate of millions of people in this world. But in the loop, nothing can be changed. Everything is just an illusion.
But, what should I do? How can I change all of this?
I don't know. But I believe I will find the answer. But before that, we have to escape the loop no matter what. You can't find the answer in stagnant time.
I think I understand why you want to escape the loop, but I still can't quite grasp what you're saying. After all, I've never really thought about it.
It's okay, Cheems. We can talk about this later. Then, there's one more thing I'd like to ask of you. After we leave the loop, I hope you can help me find my father.
Your father? Why?
Because actually, I've never understood why he did this. In my memory, my father has always been a good person, and he was very kind to my mom and me. I can't for the life of me understand how he could suddenly get into gambling debt and then just run away. And before entering the loop, I tried to find him too, but to no avail. After entering the loop, it's even harder to find someone who's been missing for years, given the time constraints. Of course, this is my personal matter. If you don't want to, it's understandable.
I understand. I'll help you. Although I still don't understand this matter very well, you can tell me the details later. After all, your business is my business. We agreed to stay together after we leave loop.
Thank you, Cheems.
Dad, are you okay?
I'm fine, don't worry about me. You go rest on that sofa for a bit. I'll be alright.
I want to stay by your side.
Okay.
Dad, I still don't quite understand what you were saying. The loop, the assassinations, even after you explained so much to me, I still don't get why you had to hurt yourself.
It's okay, Amy. Anyway, you. It doesn't matter, Amy, as long as we're together now. As long as... now. Cheems, Lucy. Did it work?
Of course, now we just have to wait.
Is that so? That's good.
How about you? How are you feeling?
Don't worry, the bleeding has stopped. I'll be able to last until midnight no matter what.
I'll rebandage you just in case.
That's very kind of you. Amy, you go stay with Brother Cheems outside for a bit. Amy!
Okay.
I feel like the atmosphere is a bit awkward. Come to think of it, I don't really know much about Amy. Our interactions were pretty much limited to those few sentences when we were dealing with the human trafficker. Hello there, do you remember why you're here?
Hi. Where's Dad?
She's quite shy and introverted, which makes it hard for us to communicate normally. After dealing with the human trafficker, every time I went to the bar was just to get the gun, so I never really paid attention to her. But after making contact with Baxter, I noticed that whenever Baxter was around, she became very cheerful and lively. It seems she's the type who feels at ease when she's with someone she knows. But since she's not a looper and doesn't understand the loop at all, it's hard for me to find topics to chat with her about. But now, she must be really scared. A child so young suddenly getting involved in something like this. In any case, let's comfort her. Amy, you seem a bit unhappy. Are you scared of staying in this bunker? Don't be afraid, once we pass midnight, we can leave. Then you can go home with your dad.
I'm not scared, Brother Cheems. As long as Dad is with me, I'm not afraid. I'm just worried about Dad.
It's okay, Sister Lucy is bandaging him. He'll be fine soon.
Brother Cheems, are there really a lot of bad people outside who want to kill Dad? Actually, today I felt it too. When Dad was playing with me, he would suddenly run out, and then there would be gunshots outside. Did Dad do something wrong?
Well, There are bad people. But just now, your brother and sister were helping your dad fight the bad guys. It's just that the bad guys keep coming, so we have to hide here. Things will be better after tomorrow.
But bad people won't just give up trying to kill Dad after tomorrow, will they? I don't want to hide.
But if you don't hide, what do you plan to do?
I want to fight. I want to defeat those bad people and protect Dad and all the good people. Of course, I know I haven't grown up yet, so I can't do it.
Amy, it's good that you have such thoughts, but even when you grow up, it will be very difficult for you to fight those bad people. They are getting stronger and stronger, so as long as we hide, we can ignore those bad people and live happily.
No. No matter how strong the bad people are, I must fight. Running away will never solve the problem. Only by defeating them all can we prevent good people from getting hurt and live happily.
Amy.
All right, that's enough. Does it hurt a lot?
It's okay, I just need a moment to catch my breath.
At first, I was a bit doubtful whether you could really hurt yourself, but when I checked the wound just now, I realized the kind of determination you had. If you had gone just a little deeper, you might have died on the spot.
It's nothing. This is just my last act of resistance.
What?
Anyway, thank you.
No, I should be the one thanking you. Because of you, we found the hope to escape the loop. Even though you were always mysterious and wouldn't share information, I still want to thank you. I've been waiting for this day for far too long.
You have a strong will, not quite like Cheems. You discovered us over 200 loops ago, which means you've been looking for nearly 3,800 loops?
More or less. But actually, I first saw you guys in the very first loop. Well, I saw Amy specifically. I just didn't think you would have much to do with escaping the loop back then.
Wait, you saw me and Amy in the first loop?
Yes. It was quite a coincidence, actually.
What about Cheems?
Cheems. I remember he told me he discovered you guys after a few hundred loops. Well, to be precise, it wasn't really discovering you. He went to that bar to get a gun.
The first time.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Lucy. Thank you. I really mean it.
Cheems, Amy, I've finished bandaging. What's up?
Nothing. Let's go. All right, now everyone has a place to sit.
So, there are still 25 minutes left.
"25 minutes. There are only 25 minutes left in loop. No, will it really end? Although we've been working towards this all along, aside from what Baxter said, there's no actual evidence that the loop will definitely end. So, is it possible that Baxter is lying to us? That the loop won't actually end? But thinking about this is pointless now. No matter what, we have to wait until midnight. After midnight. It's been 8,000 times since I last normally got through to the next day. I've been in the loop 8,000 times.
"20 minutes. "15 minutes. "10 minutes. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. 1 minute.
The nuclear bomb hasn't come. The plan really worked.
50 seconds.
Amy. I love you.
Dad?
40 seconds. 30 seconds. Cheems. See you outside the loop.
Okay.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
Cheems, Lucy.
12, 11, 10.
Never look
9,
back.
8.
Keep
7,
burning.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alex? Ben? Where are we? Why are you here?
We Ray here to see you off.
See me off?
Because we want to witness firsthand how Mac Dream devours you, leaving no trace.
Mech Dream? His name is Mose, a highly skilled mercenary. He was cornered by a Mech Dream, ruining his life.
Altering one's appearance is a serious offense in this city. Mech Dream will not allow anyone to change their appearance.
You coward! A coward who surrendered to Mac Dream. Have you forgotten the oath we made together before?
Wait. What is Mech Dream?
Mac Dream is the end of history.
Lucy? Baxter? Amy?
Hi. Number 6750. Or should I call you Cheems?
Who are you guys?
Let me introduce myself. I'm the leader of the second team in the Mech Dream Loop Division.
Mech Dream. Loop Department.
We haven't seen each other for about 22 years. Ah, your mind must be in chaos right now. Don't worry, your memory will come back slowly.
Can I ask a question first? Did I escape the loop?
Escape the loop? That's one way to put it. Cheems, you escaped the loop.